And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another broadcast here on RioSportsLive.com. We are coming to you tonight from Rio Grande City. Joe Bowling, Evie Vasquez alongside my wife, Dahlia, at the camera. Mission Vets, the Patriots, are in town to take on the Rio Grande City Rattlers. It's a beautiful night for football here on a Thursday, and welcome again to RioSportsLive.com. We are streaming live audio and video for fans out there. Yes, it's a Thursday night. We can do that on Thursdays and Saturdays when it comes to football here in the state of Texas. Friday, of course, the curtain is pulled shut. You get audio only. So, Evie, big night for football. Rattlers have got a tough team on the football field, but an opportunity to make a statement here at home.
Yes, first of all, I just want to say good evening to everyone and thank you for tuning in. And yes, overall, it's going to be a big game for both teams, especially when you're Rio Grande City. You know, you're kind of trying to balance your wins and losses here and kind of trying to stay in the mix when it comes to district. You know, overall, you are 1-2, and in district, you're still okay. You're still in there after the first two games at 1-1. But if you really want to start, keeping your numbers up there and staying in the head of the pack, you got to go ahead and get a big win tonight. And for Vets, you know, they want to continue to stay undefeated in district as they're 2-0, Joe.
Those of you who may have been watching last night when I had our inaugural show of Talking Sports on Rio Sports Live would have got an opportunity to see and hear from Coach David Gilpin, the head coach of the Mission Vets Patriots. And I talked to him, Evie, about they lost their first game of the season, a rivalry game against Mission, a game they thought they would win, but they got beat. Well, how do they respond? Well, they've come back with back-to-back victories, and that team has used that to motivate themselves even better to a higher level. And that road bump of losing game one doesn't seem to faze this football team.
Right, yeah, the Battle of Conway, as they call it, you know, the two Mission teams going at it, and I think every year it's an exciting game, and I don't think it was as big of a win for Mission as it was of a loss to Mission veterans. You know, they're a very strong team, and from the very beginning of the season, they've been saying that they're going to go deep into the playoffs, that they got the team to make it this year and really make it far and really make a statement. So it was a big loss for them. But, you know, I kind of see it as a wake-up call. You know, after that, they've been beating teams by, you know, a big margin here. You know, they beat PSJ Memorial 45-24, and then just last week they beat Bronzeville Vets 45-12. So those are statements in themselves there. You know, it might have been a wake-up call. So if you're Rio Grande City, you really got to bring your A game today. And
playing against Bronzeville veterans, that was Saturday night, my friends. We had that as a broadcast as well. So it was going to be a short week nonetheless, and it got even shorter, playing on Saturday, turning around and playing on Thursday. But David Gilpin's teams are always ready, any game I've ever broadcast, and I'm certain that they will be ready tonight. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look a little bit more at this football game. Again, it's live audio and video. It's coming your way from Rio Grande City. It's the Rattlers and the Patriots after this on RioSportsLive.com. Stop today at 523 Printing, 1 block from UTRGV in Edinburgh. For copies, school marketing, or fundraising materials, it's the place for printing needs. Business cards, labels, invitations, letterheads, signs, banners, and more. Call 523 Printing today.
Children's Depot, the education station, is a Texas Rising Star 4-star facility which is the highest rating in quality care. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call today for Pre-K 3 and Pre-K 4 enrollment.
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community. Through the good times and the hard times, celebrating every triumph, and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, they're getting ready to play the national anthem, and we'll stand as will all America as we honor our great nation here on a Thursday. Well, national anthem comes up in just a little bit, Evie. Right now we've got the school songs playing, so we're okay to talk through some school songs, unless, of course, you're standing out there and you're wearing one of the red uniforms and the Rio Grande City anthem is playing, or the Mission Veterans Patriots anthem is playing. They called for rain earlier today. It was supposed to rain around 4 o'clock through 6 o'clock here in Rio Grande City. It didn't happen, Evie. Doesn't matter anymore on this football field. Take a look at that turf. How does that look?
Oh, it's beautiful. La Grulla was able to play on it a couple of weeks ago, and they, nothing but good comments and good reviews on it. The field is good. The colors are beautiful. That red really stands out there at center field. So it's really good there. When they were one of the last actual schools to have all grass football field, and it was sad to see it go, but anytime you can get something this beautiful, it kind of makes up for it a little bit. It doesn't sting as bad.
Well, let's talk a little bit about this venue. There's been some great games played here at Evie Vasquez, some Rio Grande City teams that have battled it out. Crosstown Roma coming down. Every time that happens, this place becomes a madhouse.
Yeah, every other year, me being a Roma resident has been a pleasure to coming down here every other year. The historical Starr County Super Bowl has always been fun to watch from here, and they got plenty of space for fans, and that's one of the good things about stadiums like this. They're not just big, but they're good to watch because anywhere you sit on these stands, you got a very, very good view.
Again, the fans are filing in here. There's a big crowd here at Rio Grande City, and Evie, win or lose, this place is packed at the home side.
Yeah, and that's one thing about Stark County. You're always going to find support and for sports and along many other things, but when it comes to football, it's always king here in Texas.
We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll get closer to kickoff. Got about 4 minutes on the clock. Back after this.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
I opened Alex Laurent with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex Laurent, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit hinogas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
Make sure to silence the phones, right?
National anthem having been played here on RioSportsLive.com. We are on a Thursday. Evie Vasquez alongside him, Joe Bowling with you. And again, we thank you here for this continued coverage as away we go here. Getting ready for the opening kickoff. We're going live here on Facebook as well. I believe we're live on Facebook. My wife will tell me here in a second if we are or not. Those on YouTube, we appreciate you watching. If you have fans and friends out there, now we're live on Facebook. Again, a view from Rio Grande City, as you can take a look at it. We're in the press box. Great place to broadcast a game. Evie, we talked a little bit about the Mission Vets Patriots. Short week, so you disrupt the flow of a game anyway. It's a Thursday game. You disrupt it even more because this football team, as we take a look at the Mission Vets Patriots, had to play on Saturday and turn around on play on Thursday. Talk about, from a coaching perspective, Evie, what it does when you disrupt the normal routine of getting ready for game day.
Well, the thing is that I think no matter which way you turn it or twist it, you know, I think the competitive side comes out either way. And at the end of the day, you know, when that ball goes up here, when that kickoff, you know, takes off, I think they're ready to go. You know, as far as the scheduling, yes, it's one day less to prepare, but at the end of the day, either you're ready or you're not when it comes to competing. So I think the competitive nature takes over. And, you know, what you've learned in practice already. You know, most of your plays are probably set by now. So it's just about bringing that extra gear and being able to just take over.
Getting ready to wait for the Patriots to take the field, and then the Rattlers will take the field. Patriots brought a good crowd on hand as well, but nothing compared to what I see on this home side where these bleachers are at. And, Evie, again, there's a lot of fans that are right here.
That's right. You know, and that'll be big for Rio here tonight. You know, it's always good to play at home. It's always good to have your crowd behind you. And if you're Rio, you are playing a team that you do need home field advantage because, you know, in Mission, you know, Mission Vets really doesn't lose. So Rio is real good for them that they have home field advantage here tonight.
They're meeting at the center of the field for the coin toss. We'll take a look at who gets their hands on the football. Mission Veterans has all that offensive firepower. Landry Gilpin, perhaps the best quarterback in the Rio Grande Valley this year. Arguably by numbers, you would say that he is and has a chance to be among the best or at the top when it comes to which player or quarterback statistically has the best year. And this Mission Vets Patriots team, if they win the coin toss, Evie, I'm looking for them to take the football and try to do something right away.
Right away. You know, they really don't wait, and they're a team that really attacks from the get-go. They really don't know how to take their foot off the gas. And if you start comparing, you know, when you have receiving and rushing yards, you know, they are a passing-dominant team, you know, averaging 312 yards a game compared to only 189 on the ground. So if you're Mission Vets, of course, you're going to go ahead and start off right away. And yes, you know, we're looking to see what Gilpin can do. As you said, arguably the best quarterback in the Valley. So looking forward to what he can do here tonight against this defense from Rio Grande City, who has been struggling. You know, they've allowed big points these first couple of weeks of the season here. So they'll have their hands full tonight.
Rio Grande City, it appears, won the toss, so now the decision will be made as far as who's going to get the football where. Stat program is trying to give me some fits here. I'm not going to let it. They lined him up. And Rio will elect to take the football first to start this game. So, again, they know the Patriots have firepower. Rio Grande City wants to set the tone. We'll have the opening kickoff right after this.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close of wanting to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease.
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio. All we need is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today. Back here, we are ready for the opening kickoff here from Rio Grande City. The Rattlers will have the football to start this ball game. They're in the red uniforms with the white trim. Here come the Patriots out onto the field. Their kicking team will be putting the ball into play. The wind is coming out of the south. It appears more so than not, which means it's at the back of the Rattlers as we start this football game. Rattlers send one man back to return this kick. That's Mark Perez. He's a sophomore. Doubles up as a defensive back when the defense is on the field, if he's on the field. And we'll see if they kick the ball in his direction or elect to go short. We saw against the the Brownsville veterans, Chargers, some bounding kicks. They didn't try to kick the ball deep very often. We'll see what they elect to go here as Mark Perez stands back to receive the kick. Teeing it up is Alfredo Trujillo, the sophomore kicker for the Patriots. We are ready to go. 7 o'clock was the start time for this one. We'll start a little bit late. 7:05, and away we go. Kickoff in the direction of Perez. He'll field it as 5 for the Rattlers out across the 10 to the 15, 20-yard line. Perez to the 22, 23-yard line, and then the Patriots are there to stop that right there in its tracks, and here come the Rattler offense on the field. Tackle made that time by Ralph Ochoa for the Patriots.
That didn't take much. He was only able to take a few steps before he got, tackled there. We'll see what Rio Grande City offense can do here. We're seeing a Rio Grande City offense that's pretty balanced, Joe, when it comes to airing it out or putting it on the ground. Overall, they are averaging about 150 yards on either way. So we'll see what they can do here.
Val Gomez is the quarterback. Hands the ball off, running play to the right-hand side. That goes out for about a good 5 yards, and then a big hit is made. On the carry, though, Abelardo Lopez, and he'll gain a couple of yards. We'll see what the spot is on first down. Abelardo Gomez on the carry. They'll spot it for a 4-yard gain on second down. Rattlers throw the ball to the right side. That's incomplete.
Yeah, looking for a receiver there. Just couldn't reach it, exactly right out of his hands there.
Gomez incomplete on the pass attempt. Third down coming up for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. This is the opening drive of this football game. Shotgun formation, a low snap. Back to throw, looking over the right-hand side. That's going to be incomplete.
And that was nearly intercepted, too, by 21 over from Vets. Michael De Anda, with good hands there, as that'll bring, fourth down for the Rio Grande City Rattlers.
By the way, that's Mario Garza, who is the quarterback for the Rattlers. Trying to get all these stats put in here real quick. They'll come into handy for us a little bit later on. 3 and out for the Rattlers. They had 4 solid yards on a first down run by Abelardo Gomez. And after that, 2 incomplete passes, and now the Mission Vets Patriots might get real good field position out of this exchange. Wind at the back of the punter. The low snap is there. He gets the kick away. This is going to be away from the return man. Racing over is Gus Garza. Fields it inside his 20. Makes a move at the 21. Drop there. Nice tackle in the open field by Jesse Martinez, the senior for the Rattlers. And racing onto the field, here comes that Patriot offense.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, before we switch gears over to Vets, Rio Grande City electing to throw it out. Those first 3 options, they're out of that first possession, from a stingy Vets defense that has really hasn't allowed more than 12 points this season. So that'll be interesting to see what they choose to do here on out.
First down play for the Patriots. They got a 3-receiver set on the left-hand side as Landry Gilson lines them up. In the backfield is Daniel Cantu, and it's going to be a quick hitter over on the left-hand side. That's going to gain about 4 yards for the Patriots. Out of the gate, Gilpin slinging the ball over.
Yeah, John Aguilar, that senior receiver there, I expect for him to be very active today, especially with his veteran hands that he's got there.
Second down play, a running play, and this is going to be left-hand side. A lot of room, 40-yard line, and a lot more. Midfield on his horse, inside the 40, down to the 37-yard line. A big run that time for the Patriots.
Daniel Cantu with those quick feet and those hands, were able to get through that line, of Rio Grande City Rattlers. That what a great and impressive run there. Just putting your head down, keeping your hands tight, football tight in your hands, and just looking down and running upfield.
Credit 36 yards on that carry for Cantu. First down play for the Mission Vets Patriots. Quickly at the line of scrimmage. Rolling out left-hand side. Gilpin looks, slings it, and it's going to be dropped in the direction over there of Ralph Ochoa. Incomplete pass.
I'm expecting for them to use the run here. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if they go back to the ground.
This time they slow it down after the incompleted pass. They can go speed if they want to. Handoff, Cantu has another hole. Up the middle, 30, 25, made a man miss. Inside the 20, rumbles forward to about the 17-yard line. Another big run for Cantu, and that'll move the chains down the field.
What's most impressive about these runs, Joe, is his lateral movement left to right. He was able to dodge two Rio Grande City defenders one-on-one, with just one quick left to right move. Very impressive for Cantu. Quick feet.
2 carries for 56 yards. He'll get it again. Takes it inside the 15. Thrown backwards. Forward progress down to the 14-yard line. Should be good enough for a 3-yard gain.
I'll tell you what. If Veterans is this effective, this game, Rio Grande City is in for a long night. Okay, this is their first possession. This is their, their first possession with the ball, and they're moving the ball, with not too much difficulty.
Gilpin out of a shotgun from the red zone. Rolls out left-hand side, looking downfield. Now he's going to run. Takes on a tackler, makes a man miss, runs through another, gets down inside the 10 to the 9. Short of first down yardage.
And that's one thing with Gilpin. If you don't watch out with his arm, you better watch out with what he's got to do with his, what he can do with his feet. And there he's showing that he cannot just throw the ball, he can also run it, so your defense better be on your toes.
8 yards on the carry, third down. Gilpin calls his own number, gives up some ground, reverses field, makes a man miss in the corner, gets inside the 10, inside the 5, takes on a big hit at the 5, got a first down, but man, did he get hit over there on the end of that play.
Yes, he did there, but the thing is, his never die attitude. If you saw there, he got cut off on the right side. He swings it back to the left, never with that attitude of saying, hey, you close one door, I'm going to open another one myself.
On the ground now, 5 carries, 71 yards for the Patriots. Gilpin hands it off to Cantu. Inside end zone, touchdown Patriots. Daniel Cantu, 4 carries on the drive, his last one in the end zone.
Yeah, they got downfield with ease, and a very impressive drive there by the Vets.
Patriots will kick the extra point. Rio Grande City, if you're just joining us, took the opening kickoff. 3 and out, punted the ball away. Patriots of Mission Veterans march it right downfield, mostly on the ground. Ball down, the kick is away, it is good. Patriots on top, 7-0, back with a kickoff after this.
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community. Through the good times and the hard times, celebrating every triumph and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Looking for furniture? Go to Furniture Place, where they carry Ashley furniture and products you won't find anywhere else. Buy from the best. 6-piece bedroom sets, $399 and up. No credit check financing. Furniture Place. They beat any price. Guaranteed 10%. 125 Ruben Torres Boulevard in Brownsville, Texas. Back here on RealSportsLive.com and the Mission Veterans Patriots. How did they respond to losing game 1 of the season? Well, they came out against PSJA Memorial and scored every time they had their hands on the football in the entire first half. They start out here tonight with a score on their first possession, and they'll tee it up and kick it off for a second time on the night. Alfredo Trujillo will put it into play. Knuckleball kick this time, right-hand side. Fielded nicely and making his move up forward as Felix Rios has a room out across the 30 to 33-yard line. Good field position. Rio Grande City going to have to move this football a little bit here, Evie.
Yeah, they're really going to have to get on their toes and make something happen here if they want to stay in this ball game.
Rattler offensive unit stays on the sideline just a little extra time here before making their way back out on the field.
You know, this junior quarterback for Rio Grande City, you know, yes, he's just a junior, but he has a lot of snaps under his belt. You know, he's a very smart quarterback who has been able to grow with this team. You know, I think that if they can go ahead and continue to just be consistent, not just with his arm, but in the ground game, I think they'll be able to actually make something happen here as we see a penalty and we got the chain moving quite a bit here.
That's a 15-yard penalty, personal foul on the return of that kick against the Mission Vets Patriots. So that moves the ball further out for Rio Grande City. Great field position to start this drive. 3 receivers set on the left-hand side. Quarterback Mario Garza sends a man in motion from left to right. Now shifts the man out of the backfield. Empty backfield on first down. Drops back to throw. Slings it right-hand side. It's caught, midfield move. And then thrown down at the 49. Tackle made over there by Michael Deanda. Quick hitting first pass. Gains a couple yards.
Yeah, Elias Cobos, you know, he had about a yard or two more, maybe about a yard more. But he decided to go back, so that cost him about a yard there. It'll be second down with about 6 yards to go now.
Forward progress, 4 yards. That's the first completed pass for Mario Gomez. Sends a man in motion. That's Cobos. Fakes the hand to him. Hands it off. Running up the middle. Short yards gained that time on the carry by Angel Galvan.
Yeah, you know, and that's what I'm talking about there. If you can go ahead and just utilize your ground game to go ahead and get you at least, 5 yards every single possession, I think you should be able to do something with your run game and then effectively, throw it out once or twice every possession and you should be fine.
Empty backfield again for Garza out of a shotgun. Low snap. Looks to throw over the middle. It's caught. That's short of first down yardage. Completed pass to Galvan out of the backfield, and now decision time for Rio Grande City.
Yeah, this stingy Vets defense, they really don't give you a lot of time to react. As soon as you get your hands on the ball, it seems like somebody's already on you. So, these receivers are really going to have to be on their toes for Rio as they call a timeout here and talk it over.
They'll talk it over. They'll face fourth down, a little over a yard to go. 7:23 left here in the first quarter. Patriots on top, back after this.
Elevate your space with decorative wall panels from Sinlu. Our modular design fits any size room. Choose from a wide variety of textures and finishes. Artisans handcraft your new wall panels using our exclusive process and materials. Call Sinlu now to beautify your home or office.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, Joe Bowling, Evie Vasquez alongside. Hey, we met a young lady from Harlingen South named Allison, who is, her quote, "I want to be just like you someday." High school student, and she is sharp as a tack, Evie. Can't wait to get her in the studio. What did you think of the show last night?
Oh, it was awesome. Not just a lot of information, but, the way that you're able to bring the spotlight to these kids is the most important thing. And I'm just glad these kids are able to get that.
Fourth down play. Rattlers look to throw the ball, setting up a screen. It's a caught, but it's a quick coverage by the Patriots, fighting hard. Is there a flag on the play? Yes, there is. Galvan was fighting for extra yardage. Might be a face mask against the Patriots.
Yeah, it might be that or these active hands, down here on this block. It might be against Rio, but we'll see what they call here. Either way,
it appears to be short of first down yardage by about a half a length of a football. It was a completed pass. The officials are still discussing it. We wait for the call. Coming your way. My wife Dahlia again on the camera tonight. We got her in an odd position to try to film this game. It is a face mask against the Patriots.
Yeah, and that's very, what can we say? That's not very common when it comes to Vets and their defense. That's their first, flag of the night.
Second
flag of the night. My bad. Okay. Oh, that's true. They started off Rio Grande City started out that possession with 15 extra yards. That's right.
2 penalties for 15 yards in this drive alone against the Patriots. First down play for Rio Grande City. Shotgun for Garza. Hands the ball off. Galvan has a little room, makes a man miss. Nice move inside the 20, down to the 17.5-yard line. Great running that time by Angel Galvan, and that's good enough for a first down.
Yeah, Galvan is going to have to really be effective here for Rio Grande City. And, that ground game is looking pretty good to start off this game for Rio.
12 yards on that carry. Rio Grande City with 6:48 left here in the first quarter. Inside the red zone of the Patriots. Mission Veterans defense now has to draw the line. Shotgun again for Garza. Swings a pass right side. That's a lateral and a loss on the play. Garza will end up, or Galvan that is, will end up losing yards on what is going to be called a carry. In no way, shape, or form, though. Was he going to go forward on that play, Evie?
Yeah, well, the thing is, actually, it was Cobos. Elias Cobos, the intended receiver there. He just couldn't, I just think he looked up too quick and really couldn't, grab it and bring it in. That was going backwards, so this might have helped them actually a little bit. Just keep the ball there at that line of scrimmage.
7-yard loss on the play for Rio Grande City. That is a running attempt on that play. Garza drops back to throw. Looks downfield. Got a man. End zone. Touchdown. Rattlers. They went right to work, and Felix Rios reels it in for the score.
What a great play there. No hesitation. He knew exactly where the ball needed to go. That was a great throw there. Great throw. That looked very impressive for Mario.
Rattlers have a chance to tie this game up. Extra point.
Josh Vela attempting the kick here.
Kick is away, and it's good. All knotted up with 5:55 left. Back after this on RioSportsLive.com.
If you drive a truck, we're looking for you. Rollins Transportation is now hiring non-CDL drivers for FedEx ground delivery routes. You must be 21 years or older, have 1+ year driving a 15-foot or larger box truck, have a clean background check, a clean driving record, and be able to provide a driving employment history. There are multiple open spots available. If you have what it takes to be part of our growing team, don't wait. Call, text, or email to apply today.
Monster Car Wash has it all. Bring your ride and we'll make it right. Save $5 on the Golden Monster Wash with your ticket stub. Interior wipe down, vacuum, and polish. Relax and grab a bite while we make your ride look new again. That's the good stuff. Monster Car Wash, #1.
Stop it. Back here on RioSportsLive.com with 5:55 left here in the first quarter. Is this a sign of a shootout, Evie Vasquez? That's a heck of an answer for the Rio Grande City Rattlers.
Yes, it is, and the thing is that, you get hit in the jaw, and then you bounce right back, and you hit them right back in their jaw.
Rattlers boom this kick with the wind at their back out of the end zone. No return for the Patriots. And now the Patriots offense comes back on the field. We saw them race on the field for their first possession. This time they come back out, look up at the scoreboard. That lead is gone, Evie.
Yeah.
But they still looked impressive the first time they had their ball.
Yeah, they did. And, I think what's going to happen here is who's ever can stay consistent like this is going to just run away with it.
30 yards of penalty yards assisted Rio Grande City moving that ball downfield. That does not need to get lost. And taking a look at that drive. Gilpin out of a shotgun, drops back. Looks to swing a pass. Left-hand side, it's going to be caught down the sideline. 30, 35, 40, and more with a block to the midfield stripe. Spinning inside the 45, down to the 42-yard line of the Rattlers. First play from scrimmage, a little swing pass goes for a bunch.
Daniel Cantu, what a night is he having. He's just been able to use his ground game to get this Mission Veterans up the field with ease. I think they've given him the ball maybe 5 or 6 times, and he's just knows what to do with it.
Cantu, that's his first reception for 33 yards. Gilpin now 2 of 3 through the air. Lines up, takes a snap, rolls out right-hand side, looking, slings it right side, caught inside the 25, down to the 31-yard line, that is. That's another first down and 11-yard pass completion.
Yeah, Mike, is it Gonzake?
Yep.
It? Okay, Mike Gonzake there with great hands. The sophomore, he's only a sophomore. Impressive.
11 more yards through the air for the Patriots. Gilpin ready to go, takes a snap again, hands it off, running play Cantu. Right side, looks for a block inside the 20, down to the 15, to the 14-yard line. Another first down. That's a 17-yard carry for Cantu.
They're really working him here tonight.
Cantu already 5 carries, 80 yards. Still 5:17 left here in the first quarter. Oh, by the way, he's got 1 catch for 33 yards. He's over 100 yards in total offense. We're still in the first quarter. Cantu again, running play right side, gets hit at the line of scrimmage, and this time the Rattlers shut it down.
Yeah, he'd be having a great fantasy night tonight if you can do fantasy football with high school.
Someday we'll have that. Rio Sports Live, once we get these live stats. You see me keeping stats here tonight, Evie, for the first time in football. That means we got here early enough to get set up.
You know, and thanks to Rio Grande City, IT guys for helping us out.
Gilpin takes a snap, rolls out right-hand side, looking for the Patriots, going to run. Makes a man miss to the 10. It's a foot race. Landry Gilpin to the house. Touchdown, Patriots. 4:35 to go. Landry Gilpin in the end zone.
And that's exactly what he can do. Again, he looked for receivers, had nobody. He said, okay, I'll just take it myself. Impressive.
13-yard carry for Landry Gilpin. Now they're asking for the lights to get turned on here, Evie. It was a bright, sunny day. Someone forgot to hit the light switch. 4:34 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Mission Veterans Patriots have had the ball twice. Extra point away from going up 7 for a second time of the night. That's good. Kickoff coming up. Patriots lead.
Printing 1 block from UTRGV in Edinburgh. For copies, school marketing, or fundraising materials, it's the place for printing needs. Business cards, labels, invitations, letterheads, signs, banners, and more. Call 523 Printing today.
Children's Depot, the education station, is a Texas Rising Star 4-star facility which is the highest rating in quality care. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call today for pre-K 3 and pre-K 4 enrollment.
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community. Through the good times and the hard times, celebrating every triumph and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, the view from the press box inside Rio Grande City at the stadium here. And again, thanks to Rio Grande City for setting us up with a great place to broadcast the game. And the hospitality was terrific, even though we got a hold of a certain few people right at the last second as the word was not spreading as fast as we needed it to get it across the valley. But once they got things in motion, again, this school assisted us in a big way. And we're set for football games here at the stadium. We're also set for basketball games and some volleyball action. Up here, we've got Roma taken care of, and now Rio Grande City as well. You can see the skyline out there, but the most important part of that photo is the lights are not on. The officials have asked 3 different times, hey, turn the lights on. They're not on, so now they're having teams exit the field. It looks like it's brighter than it is. The camera's doing a really good job of doing some light balance. It's getting darker than you think. 4:34 left here in the first quarter. They're going to take a look at what's going on with the lights. Again, the Patriots up by the score of 14-7. It was 8:51 in the first quarter when Daniel Cantu took it in the end zone on a 4-yard run. It was answered when Rio Grande City went on a 24-yard pass play from Mario Garza to Felix Rios, tied it up at 7 apiece. And just recently, Landry Gilpin goes in from 14 yards. Mission Veterans on top. Already Mission Vets with 106 yards of rushing here in the first quarter. They're averaging 11.8 yards per carry, 2 touchdowns on the run. Rio Grande City, thanks to 1 good drive of the 2 times they had the ball, 4 rushing attempts for 10 yards. See some lights finally coming on. They went through the air 4 times, 4 of 6 in the passing game, 33 yards. But in total offense, it's 154 for Mission Veterans, 43 for Rio Grande City. And yet, Evie, Rio Grande City looks up. They're 1 score out of this game right now.
Right, and the thing that really helped them, was that penalty. Believe it or not, that big penalty could have really made that difference in that first possession if you're that Veterans defense. And like I said, they're stingy. They've only allowed past 12 points once in these past 3 games. So, their average of allowing points is not very high.
Patriots teeing it up at the 40-yard line. 3rd kickoff of the night already. for the Mission Veterans Patriot kicker. And Trujillo looks like he may have a busy night. Puts this one a short kick, looking for that right side. Fielded on the fly, across the 30 in a hurry for the Rattlers of Rio Grande City, backpedaling out across the 40-yard line to the 42 and maybe the 43-yard line. They went with a short kick. It ends up in a good return. Rattlers, good shape on the return by Mark Perez.
Yeah, they'll start at their own 42-yard, 43-yard line for Rio Grande City, just about where they started last possession, about, center field there. So we'll see what they can do. I would run it. I don't know about you, but I think I would continue to run the game run the ball a little bit and see what that can get me.
Again, on the ground, 4 attempts, 10 yards. It was through the air. They're 4 of 6 for 33 yards, including that touchdown strike. They benefited from penalties on that last drive. Man in motion left to right as Cobos handed off up the middle. Nice run out across the 45. Takes on a tackler at the 46, 47-yard line, right down central. Running hard that time. First carry of the night for Jonathan Huerta.
Yeah, exactly. Just powering it down, using his line to gain some yards.
For Huerta, give him credit of 4 yards. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Rattlers. Empty backfield for Garza. Slings a pass right side. Has a man. Caught. First down. Out of bounds. A quick hitter to Val Gomez. And that's enough for a first down for the Rattlers on an 11-yard strike. Val Gomez out there. And Mario Gomez is quietly on fire. Keeps the ball himself, takes on a tackler, runs through a man, 40-yard line, down to the 35, to the 34-yard line. His helmet comes off. Strong running that time for Mario Garza.
Bouncing off of 3 or 4 defenders there, to gain those extra yards that he probably got about 4 or 5 yards extra, just by bouncing off defenders. Great run.
Now, in that case, they'll give Garza the 8-yard gain. The bad news there is that he'll have to exit the game as his helmet came off for a snap. The Rattlers running the ball to the right-hand side. They'll get it inside the 35 to the 34, about a half-yard gain that time for Huerta. But the big exchange that time again was because the helmet came off of Mario Garza. By rule, he had to exit the field.
Adrian Gonzalez coming in as quarterback for Rio Grande City now.
And that means that they're going to keep Garza on the sideline. Gonzalez on 3rd down. Empty backfield. Looking to the sideline. Rattlers have to take a timeout. 2:42 left here in this first quarter of play. 14-7. Patriots lead. Back after this.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Broadville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex and Raw, what we work for is...
Back here, running play for the Rattlers, and there's penalties on the flag, or on the play. We'll sort this out. It was 3rd and short. Now we'll see what happens on this penalty. Because of the quickness on how they threw that flag, you get the feeling it may be against the Rattlers. It's against the defense. Another penalty against the Patriots. That'll give the Rattlers a first down. Already 3 penalties now against the Patriots.
Mario Garza back in the game for Rio Grande City as he just took a short break.
Mission Veterans hit with the penalty bug here in this first quarter play. Still 2:24 left. The Rattlers now of Rio Grande City inside the 30-yard line. First down play as Garza keeps Angel Galvan in the backfield to his right side. Two receivers left side, twins to the right as well. On first down, shifting out of the backfield is Galvan. Garza straight drop back, rolls out of the pocket, has some room, and he wants to run. Inside the 25, bangs into a man at the 20-yard line, close to first down yardage. He was hit hard, but he ended up taking that hit and got right back up.
Yeah, Jesse Gonzalez there with that big hit, one-on-one, and he stops him there, for no more extra yards.
8 yards on the carry for Mario Garza now. 3 carries, 17 yards on the night. That sets up second and short. A little over 3 yards to go. Under 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Long count this time for Garza. Turns, hands it off, leaping over. Oh, what a huge hit delivered by the Patriots there.
Yeah, you heard the crowd ooh and ah on that one, as Joey Garcia, the senior, just not having any mercy for the ball there for his opponent. It just leveled him.
Galvan might have gained a yard. That's why they try to teach tailbacks, don't leave the ground. Keep those feet churning, drive forward, stay low to the ground. You elevate. That means somebody can catch you in midair.
That's right. You tuck and you go.
Third down. Now 4 yards to go. That was a loss of a yard for the Rattlers of Rio Grande City. Shifting out of the backfield this time, Galvan. Rolling right. Garza looking downfield. Going to keep it. Spins past the man. Stays on his feet. He's going to be ruled down right at the line of scrimmage. Rattlers coaches above us thought he stayed on his feet.
Yeah, they're arguing that, and that'll bring up fourth down for Rio Grande City. And it doesn't seem like they're bringing in, any kicking team here, which would be, preferably a good field goal attempt here. But we'll see what they decide to go here. It seems like they're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Fourth down play. It's 39 seconds left here in the first quarter. We are at Rio Grande City. Thanks again for joining us here on RioSportsLive.com. Fans, we're going to have Jack Scroggins that's going to be doing some Sherryland football tomorrow night. I know he got to do the first game, and we want to make sure that he is in play. He'll be doing games on a regular basis for Real Sports Live. Pass play in the end zone, incomplete pass. Again, fans, tomorrow night, tune in at Sherryland. Jack Scroggins will be bringing you the play-by-play. I'll be in contact with him after the game. That was a touchdown in the making right there for Rio Grande City, Evie Vasquez.
They got what they wanted. They got who they wanted to receive the ball in Val Gomez. That was perfectly thrown. He just couldn't come up with it. I don't think you could have designed a better play to get it into the end zone in one throw just like that in fourth down.
Snapped a string of 5 consecutive completions by Mario Garza. On fourth down, though, incomplete pass. Here comes Gilpin handing off, and here comes Daniel Cantu. Cantu may go this time. 40, 35, 30. Daniel Cantu to the 15, to the 10. Hit inside the 10-yard line, taken down there. He's already over 100 yards rushing. Daniel Cantu having a monster night.
Does he know that he can go down? I don't think he knows that, he has to go down. This guy, he's just running the field like nobody's business. What a great night by Daniel Cantu here we having tonight. Impressive.
71 yards on that carry for Daniel Cantu with 6 seconds left here in the first quarter. Cantu already with 152 yards rushing. Gets it again. Running play left-hand side. Takes on a tackle. Gets hit and thrown back, and that'll take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Mission Vets Patriots with a ton of offense, and most of it belonging to Daniel Cantu. 14-7 your score. Second quarter starts after this.
For different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
Another, hopefully.
Back here at RioSportsLive.com, we start the second quarter of play. A score 14-7. And Rio Grande City, they just missed on a touchdown strike in the air. And right after that, Daniel Cantu goes 71 yards. Second and goal now for the Patriots. First play from scrimmage for the second quarter. Gilpin rolling right side, gives up some ground, still looking, races right side, looking, steps out of bounds, ends up losing some yards on the play. Good containment that time by the Rio Grande City Rattlers.
Yeah, yes, it was. I think, they see the sense of urgency, but, when your offense wasn't able to help you out in that last position, it's hard. It's hard for your defense.
That was Tony Salazar over there for the Rattlers. Gilpin tried to make him miss, but a good job of stringing that out and not overcommitting. 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. Low snap. Gilpin gets down to get it. Now he slings it in the corner of the end zone. It's going to be caught, but that is out of bounds.
Out of bounds just by a few feet there. Great reception, though. Great reception there by Eddie Vasquez as he was able to come down with it.
Brings up.
And surprisingly enough, you have a lot of juniors as well in this Vets team. They're not all just led by seniors.
Vasquez lines up over on the left-hand side. Gilpin slings it in that direction. That's going to be incomplete. Right into and out of the hands of John Aguilar. 4th down, incomplete. The Rattlers take over, Evie.
Great stop there by the Rattlers. Great stop there. And it was, interesting for them to choose on 4th down to go for it there. Now we're going to go ahead and have Rio Grande City, and we're going to switch gears, and they get the ball.
That's David Gilpin saying, I've got the foot on the gas. You said he wasn't going to let up. They won't. This team will be coming at you. Mm-hmm. Thanks again for joining us here on RioSportsLive.com. We are on YouTube. Fans that are watching on Facebook or traditionally watch us on Facebook, welcome aboard. Those that are watching on YouTube, do us a favor. Slip over on Facebook and share the link and help fans that are usually watching our games on Facebook to get over here and watch games, especially these live football games on Thursday. Rattlers on 1st down. Got to be careful down here. Running play left-hand side, out across the 5 to the 10, backpedaling and crawling forward. Forward progress to the 12-yard line. That's Angel Galvan on the carry.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, I think that if Rio Grande City's going to do something here, the ground game is going to be very important. It might not be the key, but it's going to be very important as they, they'll consistently look to move up the field.
3rd carry of the night for Galvan. He's now got 18 yards on the ground. Joins Mario Garza with 18 yards apiece to lead the team in rushing. 3 receivers right side as Galvan lines up wide right. Quick snap, straight drop back for Gonzalez over the middle. That ball is going to be caught. A great catch, hanging on and taking a big hit is Elias Cobos.
Yeah, Cobos able to hang on to it there. And like we talked about earlier, this Vets team really doesn't give you a lot of time to react, and he almost lost it there because of that. Vets, as soon as you touch the ball, they're going to be on you.
Gonzalez, that's his first pass completion. 8 yards, 1st down for the Rattlers. They'll run it this time. Cobos, now he slings it out. Left-hand side is caught by Alfredo Gomez. Gomez steps out of bounds. That's a good-looking quarterback coming in as a backup and now suddenly producing for Rio Grande City.
Abelardo Lopez there picking up a couple of extra yards as it brings up 2nd down and, just about a couple of yards to go for that 1st down.
Call it a 7-yard gain. 2 for 2 in the passing game now for Adrian Gonzalez. Mario Gomez started this game, had his helmet knocked off, and since then has been on the sideline for the Rattlers. Looks to be okay. They're just got him precautionary on the sideline. 10:36 to go. First half action. Snap back to Gonzalez. Has some time. Looking over the middle. Lofts it in traffic. That's incomplete.
Adrian Gonzalez there with that arm. And it'll be interesting to see how they switch and they use these 2 different quarterbacks. Maybe Mario Garza, might be using for a different tool. So we'll see how they use each of these quarterbacks.
I like the protection for Rio Grande City up front. The center that time was doing some blocking. Zach Compeon. Get some of those other linemen's names in here for you. 3rd down play. Rattlers going to run it. And making a nice move as Galvan spins forward. Bangs into a man. That's a 1st down on 2nd and 3rd effort. Angel Galvan moves the chains.
Yeah, he was able to stay on his feet there as he spun. But he's a little slow coming off to the sidelines. Hopefully he's okay. He's grabbing his elbow. Hopefully he's okay.
That's a hard-hitting Patriot team over there, and that's a hard-running Galvan. And a big bang at the end of that carry. Handoff this time, and not much room. Now making something out of nothing is Huerta. Huerta ends up gaining 3 or 4 yards on that play. Looked like he was stopped for nothing.
Yeah, it looked like he was at least 5 yards behind the line, and he was able to at least to pick up 3 yards. So that's a good gain there.
That's Jonathan Huerta.
Make that 4.
Yeah, his 3rd carry of the night. He's got 9 yards on the ground. 47 yards on the ground for Rio Grande City, just enough to keep you honest on the Mission veteran side. Second down. High snap. Gonzalez drops back, throws the ball, deep ball, right side, incomplete.
Yeah, you know, he's looking to air it out here. So, like I said, you know, they're in the same formation, yet, you know, they're looking to air it out here with Gonzalez a bit more.
In the direction of Cobos that time, defended on that corner by Artie Flores for Mission Vets. Third down.
Garza back in the game.
Garza takes over back at the quarterback spot. When he was in the game, check that. This is Garza. When he was in the game, 5 of 8 passing. Looks to throw on a deep route this time. Now he's going to run. Still behind the line of scrimmage. Now he tucks it upfield. And he has a first down. Across the 45. Down to the 49-yard line. Second effort again. Mario Garza refused to go down.
Yeah, he had Felix Gomez wide open, and he thought about it twice. He tucked it, and it basically gave him an extra, 10 yards for the first down.
14-yard carry for Mario Garza. 9:20 and counting here in this first quarter of play. Garza out of a shotgun formation for the Rattlers of Rio Grande City. Turns, hands the ball off, and here comes Huerta. Hit this time, trips forward, gained a yard.
We got a, player down for Vets.
Like I said, a very hard-hitting football team and a lot of collisions on every play. We'll take a quick timeout. 14-7 your score. Patriots with the lead. 8:58 left here in the half.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit hinogas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
Wait, was that who
Patriots player that got up and jumped up with J.J. Gallegos actually was running off the field. I think he was a player shaken up. We also had another player with his helmet off, but he went to the sideline. I think he was just out there and then took a stance on the sideline. Looked to be okay for Gallegos. We hope so. Rattlers with the football. Second and just over 9 yards to go. Garza out of a shotgun formation. High snap. Fakes the handoff, play action pass right side. It's going to be caught in Patriot territory. Trying to get some yards after the catch, but nothing doing. Felix Rios with his second catch.
Yeah, that'll be a gain about 4 for Rios, who's had a great night. For what they've been able to do there in the air, he's been their main target.
Third down, 5 yards to go for Rio Grande City. They've mixed it up. 62 yards on the ground, 64 yards in the air for 126 yards of total offense. Need 5 here to keep this drive alive. 8:49 left here in the half. Quick swing pass, right side receiver screen, and it works. Rattlers get a first down to the Patriot 35-yard line. A push forward for Felix Rios. Nicely done, good blocking, and 15 yards later, first down for the Rattlers.
Yeah, they're getting a little bit more comfortable, and, it seems like they're getting a little bit of their jitters that they had, to start the game, and they're comfortably, slowly, but yet effectively moving up the field for Rio Grande City.
8:35 to go here in the half. Rattlers trying to tie this game up. Garza out of a shotgun formation. Fakes the handoff over the middle, underthrown, nearly picked off.
Intended receiver here, we had Abelardo Lopez, but he was just way underthrown too much. He was open. It could have been a good gain there for Rio Grande City, just underthrown.
2nd and 10 coming up for Rio Grande City. Mario Garza now 7 of 11 in the air for 64 yards. One of those a touchdown strike. Just joining us, Mission Veterans scored on their first possession. Rio Grande City answered that. Mission Vets answered that. That's your scoring thus far. Longest sustained drive right here as far as time coming off the clock. Rattlers looking to throw. Galvan has time, directing some traffic. Now he goes deep ball, has a man down the sideline, but it's out of bounds. He spotted Rios, Felix Rios. Had he stayed in bounds, had a big gain.
Yeah, he almost took out the cameraman there, down in the field. You know, it was a good idea, though. Good idea. You know, as you mentioned earlier, they're balancing their air and the run game. And, again, we have another slow player coming up for Vets.
That cameraman is Darren Henderson from Channel 4 that's down there, who almost got knocked out. That's not him. He's way down here. There's Mr. Darren getting some highlights for Channel 4. We'll be back after this.
There are multiple open spots available. If you have what it takes to be part of our growing team, don't wait. Call, text, or email to apply today.
Monster Car Wash has it all. Bring your ride and we'll make it right. Save $5 on the Golden Monster Wash with your ticket stub. Interior wipe down, vacuum, and polish. Relax and grab a bite while we make your ride look new again. That's the good stuff. Monster Car Wash, #1.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, Kevin Naro watching us, and I want to send a shout out to the Valley Morning Star sports writer extraordinaire. Got an award yesterday from San Perlita as well. Third down play. Rattlers looking to throw. Pressure comes over the middle. That's going to be picked off. And on the run, here comes Gus Garza. Takes a hit at the 30-yard line. Patriots get the pick. Garza read that well.
Yes, he did. You know, and the thing is that there was no intended receiver nearby. You know, I just think it was a little bit overthrown for Garza there.
Patriot offense back on the football field. So there, the Rio Grande City. I still like what I'm seeing offensively for Rio Grande City. Even they're not backing out. There's some things there for this football team right now.
Yes, they are. And the thing is that that's what it's going to take for them to compete. You know, it's just going to be these turnovers and these mistakes that might keep them out of it.
Gilpin rolls out to the right side, looking. Now he's going to run, races forward, makes a man miss at the 35, steps out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 12 more yards for Landry Gilpin on the ground.
Yeah, great run there. You know, he was looking for a receiver initially, you know, and again, that's just his weapons. You know, so many weapons that this kid has. He can run it and he can throw it, and he's a great decision maker, as you can just see there. You know, I would trust him with the ball any day.
1st and 10 for Mission Veterans. Gilpin now with 34 yards on the ground. Hands it off. Running up the middle right side, and that goes for nothing.
Adrian Salinas stopped there at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of a couple yards.
For Salinas, that's his first carry of the night. They'll spot the forward progress back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play. 2nd and 10. For the Patriots, Landry Gilpin out of a shotgun with 7:13 to go in the half. Drops back, rolls out, looking. Here comes some pressure. Spins back, gets rid of the football, and just throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, good decision again there by Gilpin. He had nowhere to go. You know, he had two receivers in the crossing route. Just couldn't find anyone open there.
That's what the Mission Eagles were able to do, is apply a lot of pressure on Landry Gilpin and kept him off balance. So you can get him backpedaling. You don't want him squared up and looking and scanning downfield. Then you know you're in trouble.
Yeah, anytime he's got a square look at the field, you know, a good decision is bound to happen.
Pass play again for Gilpin. Has to give up some ground. Jumps, throws a pass. That's incomplete. And pressure was coming again for the Rattlers.
Yeah, this blitz here, you know, that's just kind of been effective for the Rio. It brings up 3rd down here.
I think that was Juan Rodriguez.
4th down.
I think that was Juan Rodriguez in there giving pressure to Landry Gilpin, and that is a good stop for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. And they'll get this ball on the exchange. Mark Perez back there to return this punt. Stands inside his 30. Now Landry Gilpin is in the game as the punter. Stands at his own 32-yard line. Gilpin rolls out. Rugby punt. He'll get it away. They'll get away from it. It takes a Patriot bounce inside the 5 and down there inside the 3-yard line. They'll mark it down at the 2. What a great job for the Patriots.
Great job there. Great decision, you know, and it looked like it was just going to be out of reach. They were able to get to it, you know, at the final couple yards there. Good stop.
Patriots offense couldn't get the ball downfield, but the special teams pins the Rio Grande City Rattlers back inside their 5 to start a drive. They'll mark the ball at the 1.5-yard line. Rattlers started their last drive down here, Evie. It wasn't this close to the end zone, but the first snap, the quarterback was in the end zone when he took the ball.
Right, and he's really going to need – who's in for quarterback here? We got Mario Garza back in for quarterback. He's really going to need his defense or his line, should I say, to help him out and just protect him here when he's deep inside his own territory.
Angel Galvan back in the game as well. Shifts out of the backfield, empty backfield on this first down play from in his own end zone. They look to throw. Looking, now he's going to run out across the 5, buy some room, takes on a tackler, takes on 3 more, and drives out past the 10 and near a first down on a carry by Mario Garza.
Right, that took 5 Mission veteran, defensive, well, what can we say, big guys to take them down. That was a great run.
9.5 yards on that carry for Mario Garza. Now the officials will look at the sidelines. They may even measure this thing, Evie.
And something that's kind of interesting, just to mention here about this district, it's Region 4. It's 5A1. It's at a District 6, Region District 16 here, and we got 5 teams at 2-1. We got 3 at 1-2, and we only have 1 team at 0-3. So these teams that are playing here this weekend is going to be big for any team to make a move in this district.
District play, though, the Patriots are setting it 2-0, and that's what the most important stat of all of these teams are. It's like, how many games have you won in district play? We had David Cantu, the Brownsville Veterans head coach, on our show last night, and I asked him, is 1 loss enough to get you eliminated? And he said, I think everyone's going to lose a game except if one team keeps rolling. And he was speaking of this Mission Veterans team, that if they get it going, Evie, 1 loss may mean you're fighting for second place.
That's right. The light is really shining on them this year, and I don't think anybody else is putting enough pressure as they are themselves. They know what's at stake, they know what's on the line here, and they know what every single game counts.
Here's the measurement, and that is short by about a half a foot. So with 6:29 left here, again, Mario Garza, the quarterback, ran for 9 yards, but the last 6 yards of that carry were taking on 1 and then 2, 3, 4 defenders later. He was brought down. And so instead of out of the shadows of their own end zone, they can still see it from here, but Rio Grande City certainly in better shape with 2nd and short.
Right, way better than what they started off, so we'll see what they can do.
Evie Vasquez to my right side will be calling games at Roma, and we'll also be here at Rio Grande City. We just happened to pick this as our Thursday game of the week, so I appreciate you up here in the booth.
No, thank you. Thank you for having me, as always.
Second down play for the Rattlers. You can open up your playbook here if you dare. Mario Garza out of a shotgun. Keeps it back in the backfield. That's Galvan. They'll go conservative. Galvan running, turns forward, spins forward for a first down. And the chains will move.
Pick up about 2 yards there.
For Galvan, 5 carries, 25 yards.
Garza getting these plays here by these coaches, very active.
Shotgun formation, dropping back. They'll throw on play action. Looking. Here comes pressure. Somehow Garza stays on his feet and gains yards on the play.
I have no idea how he was able to stay on his feet there after 3 Patriots, coming at you fast like that. What a great instinct just to leap forward there, and he was able to gain about 4 yards as he tucked it.
Second down play. That is a 5-yard gain. Again, it looked like there was nothing there.
Oh, incomplete there. As Garza looking for Cobos, there too, but just incomplete.
So third down for Rio Grande City. 20 carries, 79 yards on the ground for the Rattlers here in this first half. 5:01 left after the incomplete pass. Clock will start on the snap. Mario Garza empties the backfield. 3 receivers left-hand side. Looks left all the way. The ball's tipped and nearly picked off. Incomplete.
Joey Garcia again active on this defense, almost picking it off there, as the intended receiver seemed to be there. Abelardo Lopez just couldn't get anything out of it as that brings up 4th down, and as they'll punt it away.
The offense did what they needed to do, though. They got out from that drive started inside the 2. They got it out beyond the 15, and they'll be punting the ball. Patriots should get good field position out of this, but you're still giving a little bit of breathing room for your punter. So from a perspective of your offense, they at least got that job accomplished. Good snap. Kick is away. Low kick. Takes a short bounce and rolls dead inside the Rattler 40. I told you the Patriots were going to get good field position. This is great field position for an offense like this.
Right, and with almost 5 minutes left in the quarter here before half, that's very scary if you're Rio Grande City.
Patriots have 234 yards of offense here in this first half, 186 on the ground, just 48 yards through the air, and that can change in a hurry. Landry Gilpin has him set down on first down play from the 39-yard line. Drops back, looks to throw over the mid. Oh, caught inside the 20. A big hit is delivered. That's a first down for the Patriots.
And John Aguilar, coming up with a big reception there. And again, I was about to just say those receiving yards really don't dictate what they've been able to do or the style of play that the Vets comes in with every single week. But it just shows there that at any time they can just pick it up and just go back to what they know best, which is throwing the ball.
That's a 20-yard strike, and Gilpin now 4 of 9 for 68 yards through the air. They've had plays of 33, 20 yards. They've had runs of 36, 20, and 71. And here's a run inside the 10-yard line, and then thrown down at the 8 is Daniel Cantu, and that's 12 more for the leading rusher in the night.
Yeah, he's picking up first down after first down. I don't think, and that's exactly why they haven't gone to the air. I guess that's my point there. When you have an effective rusher, in any game, just like Cantu has been here tonight, why have to go to the air?
Daniel Cantu, 9 carries, 164 yards. He's averaging 18 yards a carry. Gilpin calls his own number. Left-hand side, Landry Gilpin in the end zone. Touchdown Patriots with 4:12 to go in the half.
Very scary, and it only took about 3 plays for them to get into the end zone here. Very impressive drive here by the Vets, and again, that's just the explosive team they are.
Second touchdown run of the evening for Landry Gilpin. And Mission Veterans takes advantage of the short field. Extra point coming up. Ball's down, the kick is away, and it is good. Patriots up 21-7, 4:11 to go in the half. Kickoff after this.
Stop today at 523 Printing, 1 block from UTRGV in Edinburgh. For copies, school marketing, or fundraising materials, it's the place for printing needs. Business cards, labels, invitations, letterheads, signs, banners, and more. Call 523 Printing today.
Children's Depot, the education station, is a Texas Rising Star 4-star facility which is the highest rating in quality care. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call today for pre-K 3 and pre-K 4 enrollment.
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community. Through the good times and the hard times, celebrating every triumph and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Forever.
Back here on RealSportsLive.com. Joe Bowling, Evie Vasquez alongside. 21-7 the score. Mission Veterans Patriots. Landry Gilpin in for his second touchdown of the night on the ground, and now they'll kick off. Short kick inside the 20, takes a bounce out of bounds. Penalty flag will be thrown on that. And Rio Grande City will take over. It's not necessarily desperation time. for Rio Grande City, Evie Vasquez, but with 4:11 to go in the half, you're going to give the ball to the Patriots to start the second half. You might need to score right here.
Yeah, that would be my biggest concern, giving the ball back quick enough for the Patriots to get another possession before half and then not looking to be in a deeper hole than what they already are by 2 touchdowns. So that would be my main concern. Obviously you want to score here just to go into the halftime, at least cut the deficit down, whether it be by a field goal or a touchdown. But my biggest concern here would, not giving the ball back so fast.
Rio Grande City has given up 275 yards of total offense here tonight in the first half. Meanwhile, their offense has put up 158 yards, 79 through the air. Garza, who stands in the shotgun formation, keeps it himself, running left-hand side. He's had a big night carrying the football as the quarterback, and he'll go forward for 10 yards on first down.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and call that a first down there. And again, the run game will be able to go ahead and give them what they want as they stop the clock, or as they were able to stop the clock there.
Quick snap again. Running play this time. Alvarado Gomez. He takes it across the 45. That's a good 7-yard carry for Gomez.
Yeah, Abelardo Lopez there, being able to pick up some extra yards and another first down for the Rio Grande Rattlers.
Check that. That is an 11-yard gain. First down. Rattlers already up to the midfield stripe thanks to the second effort. 3:45 and counting here in the half. Shotgun formation for Garza. Sends a man in motion. That's going to be Cobos. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Garza running through a couple of tackles again. Upended, but not before he gets to the Patriot 43. That's an 8-yard gain.
In any other situation, I think you'd see, the second quarterback in for Rio. But, Mario Garza has really been able to use his legs and really, put this offense on his back at times and just kind of slowly tread them up the field.
He's averaging better than 7 yards a carry here in the first half. 8 carries, 59 yards. Hands off to Cobos, upended, and down he goes. In the backfield that time for the Patriots was J.J. Gallegos.
Yeah, that was a big hit there as he's left his feet, and he's kind of slow coming off the sidelines of your Cobos. He's slow getting up a bit.
We talked about that earlier in this football game. Don't leave the ground if you're carrying the football. 3rd and 5. Garza drops back to throw. Has some time. Slings the left side. Got a man open. First down and more for the Rattlers. Out of bounds inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. That's a quick strike.
Alan Garcia there with the reception as you move the chains again for Rio Grande City, and you gain another few yards to get another first down. And you still have 2 minutes, 39 seconds remaining, enough time to score and get a defensive stop here.
Quick snap, running play left side. It's going to be Garza taking it into the 30-yard line. That's a good, strong 4-yard carry for Mario Garza.
And that's exactly why he's in the game, for his legs. Not that he can't throw it, because he's been able to show his arm as well, but his legs have been effective here tonight for the Rattlers.
Low snap. Garza now being rushed, now has some time. Now he's going to run, looking for the first down. Gets the first down, steps out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Another 8 yards on Mario Garza's feet.
I don't think I've seen, enough plays of him making something bad look good. That bad snap, and he's had several bad snaps that he makes look good, with this great decision-making and just being fearless.
2:07 to go here in the half. Quick handoff, right-hand side. That's going to be Gomez on the carry. He will not get to the 20, or will he? No, right at the 20-yard line. Penalty flag across the field. Sort that out. Thus far, the Rattlers, that's Lopez. Alvarado Lopez, right?
Abelardo Lopez, yes, sir.
That's another penalty against the Patriots of Mission Veterans.
Very unorthodox there. You really don't see that much. And another thing for Rio Grande City, it's also good, to see Galvan back in the game as he was nursing that, injured elbow a bit.
Lines up on the right side. It's first down. Call it 6 yards to go for the Rattlers. They'll hand off to Galvan. Stutter step. Takes it down to the 15-yard line. Gains 3 on the play.
Yeah, that'll bring up second down with plenty of time to go, which is almost 2 minutes before the halftime.
I like the poise of the Rattlers here. After taking the football, falling down the two scores. 21-7 is the score. Minute 39 to go. Again, looking forward. Mission Veterans will get the ball to start the second half. Rattlers empty the backfield again for Mario Garza. Read option, left-hand side. Takes on a tackler, drives forward. That's going to be close to first down yardage for Mario Garza. And he is making the right choices on handoff or keep the football thus far.
Right. You can tell the offensive coordinator here is trusting him, and allowing him to make the decision. You got Felix Gomez, who's also had a great night, who's also a weapon here to his right, but he's been effective on the ground. So his offensive coordinator is saying, hey, if you got it, you take it.
Yards short of that first down. So 3rd and 1. Under a minute to go here in the first half. Rattlers don't appear to be in any hurry. They do have one timeout remaining. Garza get a first down here. They stop the clock. Garza upended. Now he drives forward. Will stretch forward. Looks like he has enough for a first down.
It seems like it. I think that's what they're going to end up. Yeah, that's what they'll end up. Or no. He might be a little short, I guess.
They're going to look at where his knee went down.
Yeah.
They'll probably call a measure on this.
That'll be big, in 3rd down. That'll be big.
Just looking at the spot, looks like he's got it. It is, first down.
Right. Again, making a bad situation there, looking good. That extra leap that he got there was able to get him that stretch and first down.
1st and 10 as the Rattlers can still get a first down without getting in the end zone. Now the clock will play a factor. It starts to run. Yep. It's at 37 seconds and counting. Rattlers do have one timeout remaining here. Down to 30 as they'll take the snap. Garza fakes a handoff. I think that's a misread play. Down he goes outside to 20. Big hit that time for the Mission Veterans Patriots. Arath Ibanez make the stop. Timeout called by the Rattlers.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a miscue. It's just like you said to Huerta, lined up to his right. That might have been a confusion there between the two. I don't know if they were planning to run it there or whatnot.
Rattlers continue with the drive after this.
Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Thank you to all those.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com. Go ahead and say thank you.
Yeah, you cut me off there as I thought we were still off the air, but, I was just about to say thank you to all those listening and watching live, as it is a Thursday, as Joe said earlier, and we're allowed to stream it live and give you the video. So thank you to all those out there watching, and let us know you're watching. Send us a quick message there so we can go ahead and give you a shout out.
Those watching on YouTube, give us a shout. Where are you from? Where are you watching this game from? I know we've got games streaming all over the place tonight. Here, Edinburgh, Brownsville, and in Laredo. Garza keeps it himself, now looks in the end zone, has a man wide open, incomplete. That would have been 6 points. It was in the direction of Cobos.
Yeah, you had Cobos right open. Just couldn't come down with it. That'll bring up 3rd down, and a big decision here for Rio Grande with 17 seconds left.
Well, that was a good read again by quarterback Mario Garza. He stepped up in the pocket and allowed Cobos to clear what could have been 6 points. That's not the first time they've misconnected on a play that should have scored 6 points here in the first half.
Right.
Empty backfield for Garza. 3rd down. They can get a first down without getting the end zone. Garza plants, fires, right side, caught. Staying in bounds, though, making it into the 10, inside the 10, down to the 5. They better hurry. There's 8 seconds on the clock, and it's going to be 4th down. You got to be careful here if you're Rio Grande City. You can't spike the football. It's down to 6. It's down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They did get the snap away. No, they didn't. They'll blow it dead and call it halftime. Oh, it was close.
Very close there. And I was just about to say, before they snapped it, before they had that loss of 10 yards, it was going to be a 20-yard field goal, and it quickly turned into a 30-yard attempt. So that was a big factor there, where they could have possibly gotten a field goal attempt, and they just came up with nothing because of that sack and that loss that they lost at 10 yards.
Halftime, 21-7. Mission Veterans on the road has the lead. We'll come back and run down statistics, and then we'll talk about some other games. Back after this on RealSportsLive.com.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex and Raw, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
Back here on RealSportsLive.com, the Mission Vets Patriots marching band will make their way onto the field. First, their dance team will put a performance together. Rio Grande City trails 21-7. They were knocking on the door in the red zone right there as the halftime came to an end. And so they were close, ever so close to being a lot closer than what they are right now. Take a look at this game from a statistic perspective. Mission Veterans with 275 yards of total offense in the first half. Rio Grande City with 223. On the ground is where the difference maker was. Mission Veterans, 16 carries, 207 yards of offense rushing the ball. That's over 12 yards a gain per carry for the Veterans. Meanwhile, Rio Grande City, 29 carries, 122 yards, still an average of 4.2. When you look at individual statistics, well, you first have to look at the visitor side. Daniel Cantu, 9 carries, 164 yards and a touchdown for Mission Veterans, and the Patriots tailback is leading the way statistically with everyone. Landry Gilpin, teammate, 6 carries for 43 yards. Adrian Salinas touched it once. He didn't gain any yards. In the air, Landry Gilpin went 4 for 9 for 68 yards. His leading receiver, John Aguilar, in the first half, 2 catches, that is, for 24 yards. Daniel Cantu, who had all those rushing yards, 164, also had a catch in that first half for 33 yards. You look at the home team and the Rio Grande City individually looking. Mario Garza was the man as a quarterback, 13 carries for 71 yards, averaging 5.5 yards per carry. Also through the air, Garza was 9 of 18 for 86 yards, and he threw for a touchdown. He was also picked one time. Leading receiver in the first half for Rio Grande City's Rattlers was Felix Rios, 3 catches for 44 yards, couple of catches each for Elias Cobos, Angel Galvan, and Alan Garcia. Garcia leading the way in yardage on those 3 with 22 catches on those 2 receptions. Angel Galvan had a couple of catches for 5 yards. And again, through the air, it was 101 yards for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. Adrian Gonzalez was in as a backup quarterback, did complete a couple of passes, ended up with a total of 15 yards in the air. Statistically, that's a look at this ball game. You look at the scoring. It all started with 8:51 to go in the first quarter when Daniel Cantu of Mission Veterans took it in with a 4-yard run, and the Patriots were on top 1-0. All extra points were good here in this ball game. You look in the first quarter, still going. Landry Gilpin watched, but first, quarterback Mario Garza went through the air to Felix Rios, and Rio Grande City tied the game up with a 5:55 left still in the first quarter. Then Landry Gilpin went to work, carried it for 14 yards. Touchdown Patriots. Still in the first quarter, they were up 14-7. In the second quarter, the only score, a Landry Gilpin run from 9 yards out. Patriots on top now by the score of, as you see it, 21-7. Dance team taking over. Bands will be out on the field. We can't give you the audio or YouTube will shut us down. That's just the way that licensing thing works. I'll take a break. When I come back, Evie will return. We'll talk a little football, talk a little basketball as well. Back after this.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit HinoGas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
identity.
To making history. This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again.
This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio. All we need is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Back here, camera just kind of panned out wide, and we'll leave it set there for a little while. We are at Rio Grande City on a Thursday. I'm Joe Bowling with you. Hey, reminding you that tomorrow night I'll be on the road heading down to Los Fresnos as the Falcons will take on Edinburgh Vela. And fans, I want to also invite those of you that are watching to listen into those games on Friday night. No, we can't put them out with live video. That just isn't allowed by the UIL. It will be later on during playoff action, but you have to write a check to Fox Sports right out of the gate for $1,000 for the rights of those playoff games. Speaking of playoffs, that means we're gearing up for playoff football right now. And advertisers, we need you to jump on board. We have some spots available. You see that we're running advertisements, and we're getting numbers on a regular basis on the number of views on our website, on our Facebook, on our YouTube as well. And we have some specials going on right now that we can assist you as an advertiser to get the word out about your business, about your products, about your services, and about the location of your business, and try to funnel some fans that are watching these games on a regular basis into your place of business. Reach out to us. We got some specials going on, including some free production on commercials. If you don't have a commercial made that's television ready, we can take care of you here on RealSportsLive.com. RealSportsLive@gmail.com. Contact us today and find out how you can be a part of these games that you're watching right now. Fans will be back as the Patriot Band is on the field. I'm going to step aside and just let the camera take the work, and I'll be back after this.
just throw the ball. He can also run it, so your defense better be on your toes.
8 yards on the carry, 3rd down. Gilpin calls his own number, gives up some ground, reverses field, makes a man miss in the corner, gets inside the 10, inside the 5, takes on a big hit at the 5, got a 1st down, but man, did he get hit over there on the end of that play.
Yes, he never with that attitude of saying, hey, you close one door, I'm going to open another one myself.
On the ground now, 5 carries, 71 yards for the Patriots. Gilpin hands it off to Cantu inside. Again, we'll let you take a look at the band. We'll get to the highlights of the first half. I'm Joe Bowling with you. It's halftime. Mission Vets leads 21-7. Halftime highlights coming up after this. That's your Mission Vets Patriots marching band. Fans, we'll take a look at what happened in the first half. Here are the highlights of the first half before we see the Rio Grande City marching band.
Just throw the ball. He can also run it, so your defense better be on your toes.
8 yards on the carry, 3rd down. Gilpin calls his own number, gives up some ground, reverses field, makes a man miss in the corner, gets inside the 10, inside the 5, takes on a big hit at the 5, got a 1st down, but man, did he get hit over there on the end of that play.
Yes, he never with that attitude of saying, hey, you you close one door, I'm going to open another one myself.
On the ground now, 5 carries, 71 yards for the Patriots. Gilpin hands it off to Cantu. Inside end zone, touchdown Patriots. Daniel Cantu, 4 carries on the drive, his last one in the end zone.
Yeah.
On the play for Rio Grande City. That is a running attempt on that play. Garza drops back to throw. Looks downfield. Got a man. End zone. Touchdown. Rattlers. They went right to work, and Felix Rios reels it in for the score.
You know, what a great play there. Thanks for helping us out.
Gilpin takes a snap, rolls out right-hand side, looking for the Patriots, going to run. Makes a man miss to the 10. It's a foot race. Landry Gilpin to the house. Touchdown, Patriots. 4:35 to go. Landry Gilpin in the end zone.
You know, and that's exactly what he can do. Again, he looked for receivers, had nobody. He said, okay, I'll just take it.
Val Gomez out there. And Mario Gomez is quietly on fire. Keeps the ball himself, takes on a tackler, runs through a man, 40-yard line, down to the 35, to the 34-yard line. His helmet comes off. Strong running that time for Mario Garza.
Bouncing off.
On the night. That sets up second and short. A little over 3 yards to go. Under 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Long count this time for Garza. Turns, hands it off, leaping over. Oh, what a huge hit delivered by the Patriots there.
Yeah, you heard the crowd ooh and ah on that one, you know, as Joey Garcia.
35-30, Daniel Cantu to the 15, to the 10, hit inside the 10-yard line, taken down there. He's already over 100 yards rushing. Daniel Cantu having a monster night.
Does he know that he can go down? I mean, I don't think he knows that, you know, he has to go down. I mean, this guy, he's just running the field like.
For Galvan, he's now got 18 yards on the ground. Joins Mario Garza with 18 yards apiece to lead the team in rushing. 3 receivers right side as Galvan lines up wide right. Quick snap, straight drop back for Gonzalez over the middle. That ball is going to be caught. A great catch, hanging on and taking a big hit is Elias Cobos.
Yeah.
Offense. Need 5 here to keep this drive alive. 8:49 left here in the half. Quick swing pass, right side receiver screen, and it works. Rattlers get a first down to the Patriot 35-yard line. A push forward for Felix Rios. Nicely done, good blocking, and 15 yards later, first down for the Rattlers.
Yeah, they're getting a little bit more.
A shout out to the Valley Morning Star sports writer extraordinaire. Got an award yesterday from San Perlita as well. Third down play. Rattlers looking to throw. Pressure comes over the middle. That's going to be picked off. And on the run, here comes Gus Garza. Takes a hit at the 30-yard line. Patriots get the pick. Garza read that well.
Yes, he did.
Gilpin rolls out. Rugby punt. He'll get it away. They'll get away from it. It takes a Patriot bounce inside the 5 and down there inside the 3-yard line. They'll mark it down at the 2. What a great job for the Patriots. Alvon back in the game as well. Shifts out of the backfield. Empty backfield on this first down play from in his own end zone. They look to throw. Looking. Now he's going to run out across the 5, buy some room. Takes on a tackler. Takes on 3 more and drives out past the 10 and near a first down on a carry by Mario Garza.
Right. That took 5.
6 on the ground. Just 48 yards through the air, and that can change in a hurry. Landry Gilpin has him. Set down on first down play from the 39-yard line. Drops back, looks to throw over the mid. Oh, caught inside the 20. A big hit is delivered. That's a first down for the Patriots.
And John, you know, in any game, just like Cantu has been here tonight, why have to go to the air?
Daniel Cantu, 9 carries, 164 yards. He's averaging 18 yards a carry. Gilpin calls his own number. Left-hand side, Landry Gilpin in the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots, with 4:12 to go in the half.
Very scary, and it only took about 3 plays for them to get into the. Just throw the ball. He can also run it, you know, so your defense better be on your toes.
8 yards on the carry. The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with the taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today.
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community. Through the good times and the hard times, celebrating every triumph and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Looking for furniture? Go to Furniture Place, where they carry Ashley furniture and products you won't find anywhere else. Buy from the best. 6-piece bedroom sets, $399 and up. No credit check financing. Furniture Place. They beat any price. Guaranteed 10%. 125 Ruben Torres Boulevard in Brownsville, Texas.
Rio Grande City Rattlers marching band now taking the field. We'll go ahead and keep the camera wide. I'd love to be able to let you hear the actual music, but we have had YouTube jump in and rear their ugly head on some of these broadcasts. Now, we are working on having our own players on our website, and once we get that developed, we won't have to worry about the YouTube police anymore. Halftime, 21-7 the score. Enjoy the Rio Grande City Rattler marching band. Back here on RioSportsLive.com, we have a 21-7 game. Rio Sports Live bringing you high school football on a Thursday. And Evie Vasquez, we were real close to having a one-score football game on our hands as the Rio Grande City Rattlers were ever so close.
Right. A couple of times, they were able to really make some good drives, but, errors would just really cost them. And when it really mattered there in the red line, in the red zone, they just weren't able to really convert.
Waiting for the two teams to get lined up here as we will have the second half kickoff here momentarily. Patriots will get the ball to start the second half, and it's not like the most critical thing in the world that you have to be able to get this ball and prevent a score. But at the same time, you certainly want to be sure you keep this game as close as possible. Kickoff underway. Rio Grande City will kick it to the left side, and that goes into the end zone and out there. And so the Mission Veterans Patriots will take over.
Adrian Salinas there almost, initially thought about receiving that and taking it for a run, but made the wise choice there of letting it go over his head. As we change gears here and start the third quarter, Mission Vets starting off with the ball.
Patriots, 275 yards of offense in the first half. Most of that on the ground from Daniel Cantu. First carry of the second half for Cantu goes for about a yard.
Yeah, speaking of Cantu there, I don't think I would change anything as a coach, if that's what's been working for you. I think the biggest factor here besides his running is going to be how Rio Grande City actually comes back into this game, being down 2 touchdowns. That's going to be the key factor here. If they can bounce back, and how fast can they?
Second down play. Gilpin looks to throw. Right-hand side, got a man. It's going to be caught in traffic. Now to the 40, 35, 30. On his horse to the 25, to the 20. Down inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. They went to the air. Mike Gonzaga with a catch.
Yeah, Mike Gonzaga there. Great hands. As he just ran what seems they're on the right side, and luckily Mark Perez was able to catch up to him, and it'll be inside the 20 for Vets just in the third try in this possession.
That's a 58-yard gain. First down for the Patriots. Gilpin drops back, slings a pass left-hand side. It's going to be caught by Aguilar. Takes it inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line.
Yeah, John Aguilar there. The senior, as they're going to work together in this red zone, I would go to Cantu here, but I would not be surprised if they air it out, which has been, we talked about earlier, something that, Vets does very well.
Landry Gilpin hands the ball off and running play left-hand side. That's in the end zone. Touchdown, Daniel Cantu. With 10:41 to go in the third quarter, Cantu takes it in from 13 yards away. His second touchdown of the night.
Yeah, less than a minute and a half it took them. 5 plays, if I'm not mistaken, to get down the field and what seems, 80 yards. 75 yards, 80 yards downfield just to score, as we'll have Alfredo Trujillo here attempting the extra point.
Patriot kicker has been perfect so far, and he stays on pace. He misses that one. I jinxed him. Extra point, no good. 27-7, Patriots lead. Back after this.
Forever memories and...
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, Joe Bowling, Evie Vasquez alongside. Daniel Cantu is having a great night.
Yeah, we had Coach Aaron Garcia, huddling up his team and his troops to to really bounce back and not let this game slip away, which it quickly is getting out of hand here as we start the second half and the third quarter here. It took less than a minute and a half for Vets to score. We'll see what Rio Grande City can do here in their first possession on offense.
Patriots to kick off the ball. They take the ball deep downfield in the kickoff, returning from the 5, out across the 10 to the 15 for the Rattlers, looking to get to the outside 20-yard line, now to the 25 to the 30, sideline 35-40, spinning outside the 40 to the 45-yard line on a nice return. That's Mark Perez.
Yeah, Mark Perez. Initially, I shook my head saying, "Why you're deep into your field? Why catch it and take it?" But I guess that's the right mentality. No big plays if you don't risk it. If you really don't look for it. So if you look for it, you might get it, and that's what they got here. Great run by Perez.
Rattlers take over. They'll mark it down at the 47, maybe the 48. And then a late hit after that. So a first down play, looking to throw right side, and it's going to be overthrown, incomplete.
Yeah, that was nearly picked off there, by Vets, as you had two defensive players there nearly getting to the ball. The intended receiver for Rio there looks to be Val Gomez, just underthrown a bit by Garza.
Second down for the Rattlers, 9 of 19 now in the passing game for Mario Garza, 86 yards. Lines up, empty backfield. Sends a man in motion. That's Gomez. Here comes the rush. Sets up a screen, a high pass, incomplete.
Yeah, that rush really got him there. I don't really think he analyzed that possession there. I don't know if he saw that blitz coming, as they worked him very well there, and he had to throw it away.
54 on the defense. That's Joe Mendoza on the pressure for the Mission Vets Patriots, and he had a lot of help. 10:18 remaining here in the third quarter. Third down and 10 for the Rattlers of Rio Grande City. Garza, empty backfield, in motion for the right side. He'll look to throw. Looking left-hand side, it's going to be overthrown. Galvan was there. Penalty on the play, though. See what that's all about.
Yeah, that might have helped them there if it's not against them. That penalty might just get them a little bit closer and save them that down there.
Every penalty tonight has been against Mission Vets. And add 5 more penalty yards against the Patriots. It's a 5-yard penalty. It's not a first down.
They'll take it.
It will give the Rattlers another opportunity here on third down. Third and 5. Looking to throw. That's incomplete.
Nearly intercepted again, and something interesting, we have Felix Gomez, who's had a great night on the sidelines right now. I don't know if it's to catch a breather or what's going on, but, they're giving Julio Nunez a try here as receiver. Rio Grande City is.
Another incomplete pass, and suddenly Mario Garza has gone cold in the passing game. He's missed on his last 3, and going back to the end of the first half, he's completed just 2 of his last 11 attempts, including an interception in that mix. Blow the whistle dead to mark the football down. Chain Gang says it's fourth down. Should be third.
Yeah, they're quickly changing that, it seems like.
Well, they keep it fourth down.
Oh, they keep it, yes.
Fourth down. So 4th and 5. A big play here for the Rattlers here in the third quarter. Garza shifts receivers left-hand side. Overloads the short side of the field. Drops back, looks to throw. Pressure up the middle, runs forward, got a first down again. Inside the 25, down to the 24-yard line. All Mario Garza with his legs.
And all I got to say is about time. That's what was working for you the first half, and it might just take him a little bit to get back into it. But I expect him to go back to the run game and just take it himself a few times.
First down for the Rio Grande City Rattlers, trying to answer the Mission Veterans score to start this second half. Garza calls his own number, has to duck his head, tries to get to the 20, stopped about the 21. Gain of 3.
Yeah, that'll bring up what is second down for them as they get closer to the red zone for them.
2nd and 7 for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. My wife Dahlia at the camera. You wouldn't believe how we've got her doing this game tonight, my friends. Jake was trying to stand on the counter last week. Dahlia's close to it.
Garza coming off slow, coming off the sidelines limping.
He's limping on his right leg. That means it's back to Adrian Gonzalez. We saw him in at quarterback in the first half. Now he inherits a 2nd down and 7. Looks to swing that pass. It's deflected and incomplete.
Yeah, and that's a big difference between those two quarterbacks, as we stated earlier. Look for Garza to run more, and what we've seen from Gonzalez is his arm more. But we'll see what the offensive coordinator chooses here.
2 of 5 now, passing game for Adrian Gonzalez. That time again, call the name of Joe Mendoza, who got his hand on that football, deflected the pass. Incomplete, brings up 3rd and 7. Shifting Galvan out of the backfield. Gonzalez calls his own number up the middle, drives forward, fumbles the football. Looks like the Patriots recover. He was backpedaling for extra yardage, and it will be Patriot ball on a turnover.
Yeah, and it might have been where he's more comfortable, where throwing the ball, that might have cost him there. We'll see how Garza bounces back in this next time that they get possession. He's still talking to the trainers and trying to work through something that seems to be on his right leg. We'll see what happens.
Gonzalez coughs the ball up.
And it's a long night for a quarterback when you run it so much. I mean, it's the ground and pound, is very tough on anyone.
Running play for the Patriots after getting the ball on the turnover. This time it's Adrian Salinas. He'll gain 8 yards on first down. For Salinas, that's just his 2nd carry of the night for 8 yards. Daniel Cantu has most of the yards on the ground if you're talking about anybody. Salinas stays in the game again. Gilpin takes it himself. Left-hand side, got to the corner. 35-40. Landry Gilpin turns on the speed and steps out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, now, and here we have a late flag. It might have been a late hit, but we got a flag there on that play. And seems to be against Rio Grande City, I would guess.
30 yards on the carry for Gilpin. And then this may be the first penalty against Rio Grande City. Get this, of the ball game.
Yeah, they've been consistent. They've been
15-yard variety. Mission Veterans Patriots now up 27-7. Have the ball at the Rio Grande City 27, and they're trying to take control of this game right here.
Yeah, it could get out of hand pretty soon here.
Before the snap, the whistle blows. Officials will talk it over. And again, that spot occurred after the hit. Landry Gilpin had stepped out of bounds and got hit. Then came the penalty flags. They'll talk it over. Again, advertisers out there, we are looking for you. You can take advantage of some of the specials going on here on Real Sports Live. Free production available on certain advertisements if you're looking to be a part of our broadcast. Then take advantage of some of the specials going on. Contact us at realsportslive@gmail.com. First down play for the Patriots. Looking to throw Gilpin. Still looking underneath. Incomplete, or is it caught?
No, that was incomplete there. As the intended receiver, number 10, John Aguilar for Patriots, just couldn't come up with it.
Gilpin tonight in the air, just 6 of 12, 132 yards, 391 yards of offense now for Mission Veterans. Second down play, running play here, Salinas. Salinas drives forward, got to the 20, That'll bring up 3rd and 3.
And how big is that when you have somebody like Daniel Canto and then you just switch it over to Salinas and he's able to pick up big yards for you too. It's great as a coach, as a program, when you have weapons like that if you're Mission veterans.
3rd down for the Patriots. 7:40 left here in the 3rd quarter. Gilpin runs it himself. Left-hand side, got a block, stutter steps, gets inside the 10, gets thrown backwards there. That's good enough for a 1st down. Landry Gilpin goes for 12, and then there's a hold, though, so bring it back.
Yeah, bring it back. And it just kind of seems that this is something that Mission Veterans has been doing. Whenever they get close to that, red zone, it just seems that they come up with the penalty and they bring it back. They've been able to get in the end zone, but, a few penalties themselves have cost them.
8 penalties on the night for the Mission Veterans Patriots. 75 yards in penalty yards. A couple of costly 15-yarders. One on special teams, one by the defense. This time a 10-yard hold from the spot of the hold. So Gilpin will get credit for a 5-yard run. Now Gilpin looks to throw. Heaves it down, end zone, got a man, incomplete. Pressure that time coming for the Rattlers is coming in there was Jose Arevalo. Another incomplete pass for Landry Gilpin and the Mission Vets Patriots. 4th down. Gilpin stays in the ball game. Drops back to throw. Pressure coming from the backside. Gets rid of it down the sideline. That's going to be caught. What a nice catch that time by Mike Gonzake.
Yeah, Mike Gonzake there with great hands. As he worked the sideline, he was able to tiptoe and keep both feet in. Great catch.
It's close to 1st down yardage. We'll check the spot. They'll give it a 1st down. Gonzake got just enough. So he ran the perfect route that time. Got to the 1st down marker, then stayed in bounds. 1st down play, Gilpin hands off, and here comes Daniel Cantu. Cantu looking for his 3rd touchdown, and got it! 7:13 to go in the 3rd. Wait a minute. Bring it back. A hold. Daniel Cantu was walking in the end zone. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, holding there by Randall. Bring him back.
Stops the clock with 7:07 to go here in this 3rd quarter. Ball all the way back to the 26-yard line. Landry Gilpin and the Mission Veterans Patriots, 410 yards of offense here tonight. That's better than their average coming in. This team gets better every week.
Just seems like it.
Gilpin ready. Rolls out, looking. Got a man left side. It's dropped.
Yeah, he looks down and he puts his
Eddie
hands to his face.
Vasquez right there.
Yeah, he had it. He had it in his hands, just couldn't tuck it in.
2nd down for the Patriots. You want to go to work for RioSportsLive.com? You want to make your own money? You want to be a broadcaster? Contact me. I'm Joe Bowling, RioSportsLive@gmail.com, 956-291-2538. I have some opportunities I can teach you how to be a broadcaster and make some money at the same time. Pass play, left-hand side, diving attempt, and they went back to Vasquez, couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, it was a bit thrown over to his right, and he kind of had to move a few steps over, and that kind of what cost him. It was overthrown a bit to the right.
As we expand on some of the teams we're covering in some of the stadiums, and then we get into some of the other sports, I do have opportunities, and it's a combination with the advertisers we have coming on board, and the opportunities are knocking. I'm coming up with some creative ways here at Real Sports Live to help some future broadcasters. Gilpin looks to throw. Downfield. Looks to the end zone, and it's going to be nearly picked off.
Vasquez, the intended receiver again, and Rio, we got at 21, I believe.
Jose J.D. Garza. Just about intercepted that.
Yeah, close enough.
6:53 left here in the third quarter. Patriots now on fourth down. They can still get a first down if they can get it inside the 7-yard line. They scored to start this third quarter. Looking to throw is Gilpin. Looking, a nice route down in the end zone. Diving catch, touchdown Patriots.
That was better thrown there.
Landry Gilpin finds his man. It looks like they went back. In this case, they find Eddie Vasquez.
That was better thrown. You know, it was just closer to his vicinity, and he was able to come down with it.
First catch of the night for Vasquez, and that's a big one. Touchdown, Patriots.
We have Trujillo attempting the extra point. He missed his last one. We'll see if he can convert. And he does make that 34, Mission Vets 7, Rio Grande City Rattlers.
Kickoff after this.
Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's forever memories, antiques, and collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, Joe Bowling, Evie Vasquez, my wife Dahlia at the camera, and Mission Veterans and the Patriots now up 34-7. Landry Gilpin in the game, 8 of 19, 169 yards and a touchdown. Add on to that another 7 carries for 73 yards. He's accounted for 230 yards of total offense. Daniel Cantu has accounted for 211 yards of total offense. So Gilpin and Cantu getting the job done here for the Patriots against Rio Grande City. Kickoff for the Patriots, and I've said that a bunch tonight. Rattlers looking for the return. Deep kick, fielded by Perez. Stutters this time as he got to the 20. Much different return this time for Perez. He was hitting it on the fly. This time that stutter step. And he's dropped immediately. Rattlers bring the offense back on the field. It's not like they've been just totally shut down either, Evie. They've got 239 yards of offense due to the Rattlers. And there's at least 2 plays where the ball was in the receiver's hands for an end zone. Would have been a score. Would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think the offense has been so much of a problem as the defense has. You know, the defense just really hasn't been able to find an answer for this Patriot offense.
Rattlers ready to go on first down. Quick pass, left-hand side. Receiver catches it. It gets hit. Got away from a man. Somehow gained some yards on that play, and that's Alan Garcia. Adrian Gonzalez stays in the game at quarterback as they continue to work on Mario Garza on the sideline. Gonzalez now 3 of 6 for 17 yards in the air. Empty backfield for Adrian Gonzalez. This is your backup quarterback for Rio Grande City. Drops back to throw. Pressure from the outside. Steps up. A lot of room up the middle. Takes a hit. Goes down at the 27-yard line. What a hit.
Yeah. 23 there, Joey Garcia with the big hit to stop any more yards from getting gained there by Rio's quarterback.
Adrian Gonzalez. Gonzalez now with 3 carries for 8 yards. Empty backfield, 3 receivers right-hand side. Drops back to throw again. Gets rid of it. It's going to be caught. Receiver's hit. Stays on his feet. He gets out to the 31, but the officials will mark him down back at the 28,
Yeah,
29.
that's initially where he was hit and where his knees touched. He was just able to jump back and seemed to get a couple of yards, but they said, "Nuh-uh, you're coming back."
Kobos on the catch. What he did is he put the football down on the ground to keep his balance. Once you do that, play over. 4th down for the Rattlers. They'll bring the punting team in. They're not going to gamble here. Josh Vela, senior kicker, stands inside his 15-yard line for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. High kick. Fair catch called for. Then they'll let it bounce. It's going to roll sideways. The Rattlers will down it there. Patriots take over up big. Back after this.
I opened Alex Ron with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex & Raw, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
Patriots football, a quick hitter on 1st down to John Aguilar. Now a running play. Here comes Adrian Salinas. Salinas rumbles forward, gets a couple of yards. Clock running with 4 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter.
You know, and it doesn't seem they're going to take their foot off the gas anytime soon. I wouldn't either. You know, you're preparing for what's beyond today. So you got to get whatever you can get out of each game since you only play once a week. That's a big factor when it comes to football as well. So you gotta drain every game.
Mission Vets next week at home against Porter. Incomplete pass on that. Oh, Gilpin got the 1st down.
Yeah, Porter being a team who's 1-2 overall as well. It's one of those 3 teams in district who are at 1-2.
Gilpin given credit for 4 yards on that carry. 3:35 remaining.
Rio Grande City will be at Brownsville Vets next week.
So they're running the gauntlet of the upper tier teams in this district. Running play for Gilpin, and he's got some room up the middle. Landry Gilpin gets to the right side and is brought down at the 30. That's a 23-yard gain for Landry Gilpin.
And they are going to bring it back
after
a hold again on the Patriots.
Another hold. Another 10-yard penalty. I've said it before during my broadcasts. In my day, coaches took those penalty yards and turned those into wind sprints on a Monday.
That's right.
Right now you're looking at 95 penalty yards.
You see, I never did any of those wind sprints because I never played football. But speaking from a former athlete and as a former coach as well, I mean, it's a gimme.
You have penalties, you pay a penalty. Had a coach say that to me once. 3:26 to go. In the 3rd quarter, 4th down play, Gilpin on a rugby-style punt will get it away. Spiraling kick. It's going to take a bounce for the Rattlers and go back outside their 42-yard line. Rattlers take over. 1st down after this.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit hinogas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
Back here, and we've got a penalty flag on the field. Another personal foul. This time, it will be against Rio Grande City, which was going to get good field position to start this drive.
Right, and the hit was on Cantu, on Daniel Cantu. That was who the hit was on after he actually got on top of the ball.
15-yard penalty against Rio Grande City. That's their second of the night.
Adrian Gonzalez stays in.
Shotgun formation, first down play. Swing pass, right side. It's caught. Looking for some yards after the catch. Jonathan Huerta on the reception, his first catch of the night.
Yeah, they've been using him a lot to run the ball the first half. And we really haven't seen him much the second half.
3-yard catch for Huerta. All the pass completions for Gonzalez are of the short variety. Goes back to work here, tipped and intercepted by the Patriots on the tip drill.
Yeah, that was intercepted there. I'm sorry.
Gus Garza was able to get his hands on the football on the tip drill. Patriots take over, 2:44 left here in the third.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, I took my eyes off of it there just to look down at some papers.
First down play for the Patriots.
Thank you, Joe, for having my back.
You got it. Evie Vasquez had the call last week at Roma. My friends went solo. You talk about throwing someone in the fire. She did a great job. Roma next week at home, right?
Yes, sir.
Running play across the 30 down to about the 25-yard line. Back in the ball game for the Patriots is Daniel Cantu. They'll mark him down. That's good enough for an 11-yard gain. Gilpin now looks to throw. Swings it right-hand side. It's caught. A race to the sideline. Thrown out of bounds is Aguilar. No penalty at the end of that, but that's a good pitch and catch. Or is there a penalty? There is.
We have a flag there on the floor.
Aguilar would have had a 9-yard gain on that pass completion. Face mask at the end of that. Half the distance to the goal line now coming up for the Mission Veterans Patriots.
Yeah, and Rio just can't seem to get out of this slump here in the second half. It seems they had fight left here when we finished the first half. The second half just has gotten away from them.
2:22 to go. Gilpin out of the spread offense. Takes the ball running. Landry Gilpin makes a man miss and waltzes in for the touchdown. Landry Gilpin.
He high steps in there. And they can feel it. You can feel the confidence. You can feel that they've just reached another level in this game already.
That's his third touchdown of the night. Landry Gilpin now with 9 carries for 84 yards. Patriots roll up a few more. It's 40-7 now. The extra point coming up. And this was a 14-7 game at one point. Extra point is good. Patriots on top. They'll kick off after this.
Changing the world.
We're this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
ever again.
This close. We are this close to ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close. If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with the taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today. Back here, Mission Vets Patriots will kick off the ball. 2:11 remaining in the third quarter. On the return for Rio Grande City, out across the 25-30, now to the 35-yard line. Still on his feet to the 40-yard line. And again, I go back to it. Look at the difference on the return from the last kick return to this one.
Yeah, they've got fight. They've got fight left. And like we said, their offense is really not what's struggling, as bad as we can say their defense is when it comes to Rio Grande City. Yes, it hasn't been perfect for their offense. And at times it just seems like they shoot themselves in the foot too much. But, they just have no answer for this Patriot offense.
Mark Perez on that return for the Rattlers. Back in the game, Adrian Gonzalez. 2 minutes left in the third. Wide receiver, Cobos on the left-hand side. Gonzalez scrambles out right side. Now he looks, delivers a pass down the side. A diving attempt incomplete.
Just by about a foot or two, he would have possibly been able to get that, as
Angel Galvan.
Galvan, out of that line, just sped through everybody. And luckily it was misthrown. If not, he had the whole field in front of him.
Minute 52 left, Rio Grande City. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be in Los Fresnos. And, fans, that's going to be a big game. Edinburgh Vela at Los Fresnos. A lot of interest in that ball game. Second down play. Handoff. Galvan hit high, taken down right at the 40-yard line. Might have gained a yard. Angel Galvan. Other games tomorrow, we'll be broadcasting Westaco East at Harlingen. That sound like District 32 6A to you? A non-broadcast game, Harlingen South at Westaco. Also sounds like a District 32 6A game. It's not. Those are non-district games this year. Laredo United at San Benito. I think we'll have our first broadcast from San Benito tomorrow night. Shotgun formation. Gonzalez scrambling, looking. Here come the penalty flags. This is a hold coming back, I'm telling you. Gonzalez takes on a tackler. Did not go out of bounds. This is coming back. Already you can see Coach David Gilpin over there already pointing. Go back, go back, go back. Still third down for Rio Grande City. There's Coach down there right about, well, that's one of the coordinators. Gilpin's up at the 45-yard line. My wife Dahlia trying to spot the head coach. If I walked down there, you'd spot him. He'd be the first one to put a headlock on me. Had those for 6 years and enjoyed every one of them, my friends, every time I covered a Mission Vets game. Under a minute left here in the third. Gonzalez rolls out, looking to throw. Delivers a pass. That's going to be complete outside the 40. They got back to penalty yards, but not near enough for a first down. Completion to Felix Rios. 14-yard gain. That's Rios' fourth catch of the night.
Yeah, that'll bring up fourth down as Rio Grande City brings in the kicking team.
Other games tomorrow. Mercedes at Edinburgh. Sherryland at Brownsville Hanna. That's going to be a good one if the Rattlers from Sherryland can get back on track. I saw them last week, and they were struggling. Brownsville Rivera at Sherryland Pioneer. Valley View at Donna North. Punting time for the Rattlers and a high wobbly kick. They'll let that bounce. It takes a Rattler roll inside the 20. And as it rolls dead at the 15, the Mission Veterans Patriots up 41-7 will take over. We've arrived at the fourth quarter. Back after this.
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community. Through the good times and the hard times. Celebrating every triumph. And lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since...
We're at 148.
Back here, RioSportsLive.com, and there's Coach David Gilpin over on the sideline. He was on our show, our first Rio Sports Live, talking sports on Rio Sports Live on Wednesday nights. We're going to try to duplicate that show next week and get better. We're also going to eventually go with a couple of shows a week. There's an incomplete pass. And here's the real goal of Rio Sports Live. Those of you that got to watch that show last night, that's a 1-hour show. The real goal is to have a full-blown sportscast every day. We'll get that from the studio eventually. Once we get the right interns in place and the editors and the personnel in place, we'll have that going. Pass play completed for the Patriots out across the 25-yard line. Running hard after the catch is John Aguilar, and that's enough for a first down.
Yeah, Aguilar being able to, reel it in as he's tackled down, though, that moves the chains, and that brings up first down for the Patriots again.
16-yard pickup for Aguilar. Now Landry Gilpin, 11 of 23 in the air for 197 yards and a touchdown. Fourth quarter. 11:35 remaining. Handoff. Running play right side. Penalty flag on the play. This is coming back. Carry by Adrian Salinas. Usually when that flag lands between the tackles, you can just bank on it. Hold. Thursday nights, of course, we can have live video for you, my friends. That's what's fun about getting to broadcast these football games. They're fun on Friday nights. Now, tomorrow night, the Los Fresnos Vela game will be audio only. We will have a replay of that with video for fans to get a watch at. I talked to Coach Patrick Brown. He was all for it, saying, hey, I have fans that just love to watch those replays. In other cases, coaches say the magic words, Evie, and that is, I don't want to get scouted. So we don't run the play.
Which is something that I've never agreed with because of the fact that we've talked about it before. If somebody wants to really scout you, they'll find something.
They're going to get you. But
they'll find something.
We adhere to the coach's wishes, which is what has rolled out more success for Rio Sports than anything else, and that is that we cater to the coaches and assist the schools in promoting their athletes. Gilpin goes for it all. Downfield, got a man. Incomplete pass, looking for Eddie Vasquez.
Eddie Vasquez, just, again, right off his fingertips. And, again, I don't know what Rio Grande would have City would have been able to do there if he would have caught that. He had the whole open field in front of him, way gone.
He got behind the defender. In this case, but Rio Grande City trying to get back there was Jose J.D. Garza.
Garza, yeah.
Third down. Gilpin out of a shotgun. Drops back to throw again. Looking over the middle. Caught. And on the run is Gonzaga. He's got a first down. That's a 17-yard gain.
Gonzaga, they were using the middle of the field where there was no defense there to stop him, really. He was able to pick up another Vets first down as they move closer and closer to midfield.
Rio Grande City again next week. You got that note, Evie?
Yeah, they'll be playing Bronzeville Vets next week. And then Vets, they have Porter.
Ball on the sidelines. Ralph Ochoa that time on the play.
Coming into this game, Mission Veterans had 7 touchdowns on the ground. After today, they might be up to, 12?
They've got a few. There's a running play on the right side. That's Salinas. Salinas ends up gaining 11 yards and moves the chains again for Mission Veterans. How about this? Mission Veterans now. Got to find out what just happened there. I think I know what happened. Down the middle. It's going to be caught for the Patriots.
Yeah, John Aguilar, for the Vets, picking up a few yards there as they come closer, a couple yards away from first down. It'll bring up second down.
Patriots on 2nd and 1. 8:59 to go. Gilpin hands it off. Here comes Cantu again, and there goes Cantu again, and Cantu takes on a couple at the end of it and into the end zone for a 4th time on the night. Daniel Cantu.
Yeah, Cantu just makes it look so easy. So easy as he was able to take on 3 Rattlers just to get into the end zone those final 5 yards. Makes it so easy and effortless.
Takes Cantu over the 200-yard mark in yards gained. 13 carries, 220 yards unofficially.
What a night. And again, it's the defense from Rio that just has no answer for the Patriots. We've been saying that all night.
Extra point for the Patriots, up, away, and good. Mission Veterans Patriots. Preseason, they were my pick to be maybe the last team standing in the Rio Grande Valley when the playoff run began. They're starting to look like that kind of a team. Kickoff after this.
Looking for furniture? Go to Furniture Place, where they carry Ashley furniture and products you won't find anywhere else. Buy from the best. 6-piece bedroom sets, $399 and up. No credit check financing. Furniture Place. They beat any price. Guaranteed 10%. 125 Ruben Torres Boulevard in Brownsville, Texas.
Elevate your space with decorative wall panels from Sinlu. Our modular design fits any size room. Choose from a wide variety of textures and finishes. Artisans handcraft your new wall panels using our exclusive process and materials. Call Sinlu now to beautify your home or office.
Back here on RealSportsLive.com, we get ready for the kickoff. Hey, Sam the Truth chimes in with a comment. Wish I had him on my fantasy team. Well, who do you want? Let me give you Daniel Cantu's number. 13 carries, 220 yards, 3 touchdowns on the ground, 1 reception for 33 yards. How about Landry Gilpin? 14 of 27, 233 yards passing, 9 attempts, 84 yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns, both accounting for over 200 yards on a night that Mission Vets offense has put up 48 points and now over 550 yards of offense against Rio Grande City. And the game at one time was 14-7. It's now 48-7 with 8:41 left here in this ball game. Patriots, a short kick. Fair catch called for and made.
Jesse Martinez with the catch there, as the Rattlers will take over at about their own 31-yard line.
Nothing to hang your hat about here as far as the Rattlers go, because Evie, again, you go back to the first half, they had a couple of plays that executed. They were there. The play was designed. The receiver had the ball right there in his hands to catch. There was a penalty, by the way, on that kickoff. But nonetheless, it could have been as close as a tie game at halftime. It was 21-7, and even the Rattlers had a chance, missing the one chance, had another chance closing seconds to make it at least 21-14. So, yeah, you look up at the scoreboard and your fans say, wow, we got beat 41-7. Wow. Well, you just blink and you move on, because in this district, it just doesn't get any easier. You go to Brownsville next week to take on Brownsville Veterans, which is a team that coughed it up a couple of times against this Mission Vets team last week, ended up having to play catch-up, and that's the last thing you want to do against this particular football team.
Yeah, anybody in this 5A Region 4 District 16, it's a handful on any night, you know, and it's a 9-team district, and unfortunately you can only have 4 in the playoffs, so it'll be a battle each and every single week in this district. Gonzalez
goes over the middle that time. Jonathan Huerta unable to get that, and probably a wise move not to make that catch. He was going to get rocked. 8:06 remaining here in this ball game. Rattlers, 267 yards of offense. They'll look to run the ball left-hand side, but that goes nowhere for Cobos.
Yeah, Cobos really had nowhere to go there, as it was kind of a late handoff if you really looked at it, as that's an easy trip in, trip out for Rio Grande City.
3 in, 3 out. Turnover coming up on the punt exchange. Not a turnover, but still. Give the ball right back to this Mission Vets Patriots team. We'll see if we've seen the last of Landry Gilpin and the primary players for Mission Vets. Again, it's been a quick, in some ways they'll call it a long week, but it's been a short week for them. They played on, Saturday, and then they turn around and play again here on Thursday. Rattlers take over. Back after this.
If you drive a truck, we're looking for you. Roland's Transportation is now hiring non-CDL drivers for FedEx ground delivery routes. You must be 21 years or older, have 1+ year driving a 15-foot or larger box truck, have a clean background check, a clean driving record, and be able to provide a driving employment history. There are multiple open spots available. If you have what it takes to be part of our growing team, don't wait. Call, text, or email to apply today.
New quarterback in the game, Ramses Flores for the Mission Vets Patriots. First down play, he'll hand it off. New tailback in the game as well. Let's see some new numbers popping up. 18 at quarterback, 28 at tailback. Give me some names, Evie Vasquez on 28.
Sir.
Is that Jose Salinas?
Jose Salinas there, the fullback. We got
Pass
Flores.
play down the left-hand side, and that's going to be incomplete.
Nearly brought in by Jonathan Barrera. Again, just out of reach.
That answers your question. If the Patriots were going to go conservative with Ramses Flores in the game, nothing doing. David Gilpin knows one mode, my friend, and that is if my offense is on the field, I'm going to try to score. And if I put players on the football field, I expect them to execute. I could get that quote in about 2 seconds of an interview.
That's right.
And that's his philosophy, and his kids believe that and know that. 6:36 to go. Another pass play over the middle, incomplete.
Intended receiver Vicente Trevino, as he comes into the game as well.
Flores in and replacing Landry Gilpin. Gilpin done for the night, 14 of 27, 233 yards and a touchdown. And he rushed 9 times for 84 yards and 3 touchdowns. I don't know. I think in fantasy, I think Landry Gilpin is your fantasy guy. A passing touchdown, the
I'd
passing
be greedy
yards.
and take both.
Yeah, you'd win the league. High punt. That's dropped. Rattlers now get on the football back inside their 10. 6:19 left. Rattler football after this.
Monster Car Wash has it all. Bring your ride and we'll make it right. Save $5 on the Golden Monster Wash with your ticket stub. Interior wipe down, vacuum and polish. Relax and grab a bite while we make your ride look new again. That's the good stuff. Monster Car Wash, #1.
Stop today at 523 Printing, 1 block from UTRGV in Edinburgh. For copies, school marketing, or fundraising materials, it's the place for printing needs. Business cards, labels, invitations, letterheads, signs, banners, and more. Call 523 Printing today.
Back here, Rattler football, and they'll run the ball right up the middle, end up gaining a good 6 or 7, make it 11 yards on that carry.
Yeah, Huerta there just looking to power down the middle. And again, we really haven't seen him much the second half. But a couple of times that we've seen him, he's been a bit explosive.
Huerta now 6 carries for 25 yards. He'll touch it again. Running to that right side. Falls forward across the 25, gains 2. Rattlers now in hurry-up offense. And this is where you're teaching kids. You can still get some great experience out here. Down 48-7, but you can do some things in a hurry-up offense mode if you so choose, because you've got a program that produces competitors. So you got a good competitive football team across the field to work on some things for Rio Grande City. Empty backfield for Adrian Gonzalez. Gonzalez fires a pass. It's going to be completed to Felix Rios. That's good enough for a 7-yard gain. For Rios, he's your leading receiver tonight for Rio Grande City. 5 catches, 65 yards. He also has a touchdown.
That'll bring up first down, Rio Grande City.
You go back to Mario Garza, the starting quarterback for Rio Grande City. He was on his way to a nice night. He was 9 of 21 for 86 yards passing and a touchdown. Had run the ball, 15 carries for 82 yards. Here's Adrian Gonzalez on the run, out across the 40 to the 41. So Rio Grande City will first and foremost hope that Mario Garza is able to return. I know he's on the sideline. He's got his helmet off, and hopefully he'll be just banged up and not tore up. There's a big difference there.
Big difference.
Pass play, right side, Felix Rios again. Now yards after the catch. Rios on the run, down to the 40-yard line of the Patriots. Felix Rios.
And he's slow to get up as well.
23-yard reception for Felix Rios. He's now nearing the century mark in receiving yards, 416 and counting here. Hope you fans enjoyed our broadcast here tonight of this live video and audio on a Thursday. We can do that again on Saturday. Hey, we got some volleyball action coming Saturday as well. Basketball is getting closer, Evie.
That's my time of the year.
Completed pass, and here's Alvarado Lopez. Makes a move down the left-hand side, gets out of bounds. That's another first down. Well, a penalty. We'll sort it out.
Yeah, Lopez was able to, we'll see what this flag says, but he was able to tiptoe past the first down marker.
Can't thank the Rio Grande City School District enough for the assistance in getting us set up for this broadcast. There's been some gracious schools that have assisted us in getting internet and set up. This is the first that said, hey, check your speed. It's really good. Well, wait a minute. I'm going to go do something and make it a lot faster. It was just really cool. Got to give mention to that. You know, some cases we're struggling to make sure the internet's working. I know Freddie's really going uphill with that over in Rio Sports Live Southwest. Given time and opportunity to get to these IT guys, they assist us 99% of the time. Rattlers, that's a high snap. Gonzalez slings a pass right side, and it's overthrown, incomplete. Looking for Cobos. Incomplete pass. Again, Sherryland will be at Brownsville Hannah tomorrow night. Mario Medrano has the call on that game. Donut Salinas, what does he get to call tomorrow? Let's see. How about Mercedes at Edinburgh? Mercedes Tigers won game one of their season and then have fallen down. Pass play left-hand side. Trying to get something out of that. Football comes loose. Looked like the Patriots may have recovered. Rattlers get it back. Huerta out there trying to use some second and third effort. Had the ball stripped out of his hands, but a nice job getting back to the football for the Rattlers. 3 minutes left here in this football game.
Which might seem like an eternity if you're around the city.
Our Saturday game is a couple of Brownsville schools. Lopez taking on Porter. That's a 7 o'clock kickoff. Gonzalez looks to throw, has time, swings it over right side. Caught by Lopez. Hangs on, goes forward, short of first down yardage by a couple. 8-yard completion.
Bring up fourth down, about 3 yards to go. See if they'll go for it, which I would, this late in the game.
Now 10 of 16, 76 yards for Adrian Gonzalez in relief. And that's over 300 yards of offense now for Rio Grande City here tonight. Gonzalez drops back to throw again. Quick pass, right side incomplete. In the direction of Rios. That'll stop the clock with 2:15 remaining, and that's a fourth down conversion that doesn't happen. So Mission Veterans will take over. 2:15 left here in this ball game. Patriots continue just to get better and better each week, and it's going to be scary to football teams. Their goal, I talked to Coach David Gilpin before this season, and it was a lot of times I talk to coaches and they say, well, round three, we want to get to round three, we want to get to round three. He wants 5 gold footballs minimum for this football team. That gets you to the state semifinals, my friends. And I'll use his quote. Joe, there's just not a big bad wolf out there. Usually there's one lurking. First round of playoffs, you got to go take on a Flower Bluff or somebody up in that neck of the woods. This year, the way the UIL realignment worked out, there's just not a big bad wolf out there. There's going to be good football teams. And again, I'm using David Gilpin's words, and I know he'd let me use those. But if we do what we can do, I'm going to talk like David Gilpin now. Joe, we're going to get there. Second down play. Running play for the Patriots. Out across the 35 to the 37. Minute 33 left. How was that? Pretty good interpretation of David Gilpin.
I would say so. As they let the clock run here.
Patriot offense, 557 yards, 324 on the ground, 233 in the air. Salinas on the carry. Will gain a couple. A minute left. One more snap left in this football game. Patriots face a 4th down, though, so we may get a second snap. If they let the play clock go to zeros, there will be about 17 seconds left in this game. Punter's now talking to the official as if maybe he may take a timeout right before the play clock hits zeros. It's down to 10. Down to 5. And they'll just take a penalty. Now that's one the coach may not make you run off. But 110 penalty yards for Mission Veterans. I've talked to coaches over the years, and after you do this 30 years or so, Evie, you talk to a lot of coaches. And there are coaches that are like, okay, I won 41-7, but boy, Joe, I'm glad I had some penalty yards because now I can tear into them. It's kind of hard to tear into a team that wins 48-7, but when you got 110 penalty yards, that's a glaring number. There's also some drop passes by Rio Grande City that would have resulted in points. Mission Vets, don't think they won't go to work. They will. On the return, here come the Rattlers, trying to get the wall to the left-hand side. That's Perez. Takes it out across the midfield stripe. Good return that time by Mark Perez. 1 second left. The officials blow the play dead, and therefore Rio Grande City will have to snap the ball one more time. Rattlers' Mario Garza was their star as far as numbers go. It was all in the first half before he went down with an injury. 15 carries, 82 yards, was averaging 5.5 yards a carry, and was conducting the offense in a way that he was reading the right things, checking off, keeping the ball at the right times. He also was 9 of 21 in the air for 86 yards and a touchdown. Went down with an injury. Things seemed to change. Running play to close this thing out for the Rio Grande City Rattlers, and that will do it. Mission Veterans Patriots win again, this time 48-7, your final score. Reminding you, we'll have highlights of this football game up in a very short period of time. I may run those right after we're finished. Evie, final thoughts on this one?
Well, I mean, again, it just seems that you have a lot of holes if you Rio Grande City, and you really got to go back to the drawing board on both sides, if you ask me. I mean, yes, Garza had a big night, but there's just a lot of things to talk about and fix. And if you're Mission Veterans, you know, you obviously got to work on those penalties. Because as good as you are, okay, those penalties can really determine a game going forward when you face somebody who's going to give you a good game and who's going to really, you know, keep you up there when it comes to the score.
Rio Grande City finishes with 318 yards of total offense, 156 on the ground, 162 in the air. They spread it out well. They did a nice job. Again, a lot of those yards as a result of Garza when he was in the game. Mission Veterans as a team, 326 yards on the ground, 233 unofficial yards in the air, 559 yards of offense, and two players to sincerely talk about for Mission Veterans when you talk about statistics. Landry Gilpin, 14 of 27 in the air, 233 yards with a touchdown, and he ran the ball 9 times, 84 yards, and scored 3 touchdowns. Daniel Cantu, let's go with the low number first. He had 1 catch for 33 yards. He also carried the ball 13 times for 220 yards. He scored 3 touchdowns. That's going to do it for the broadcast from Rio Grande City, where Mission Vets wins this one by the score of 48-7. For my wife, Dahlia, for Evie Vasquez, I'm Joe Bowling for Rio Sports Live. So long.